106.3 FM. A free sabre copim say non do ekobono na makrao na madawasi so wajibrese wati na washe. Ene juada March neda etoso en kono. We are forever grateful to Trade and Ponyankopon and Pempensua Odiye Abedu. It's a fresh week and a blessed day. Debia that the Mekaya say you need to draw on yourself that energy now, a deep positivity, bro, in terms of all your undertakings today and beyond. We don't mind any cognizance. On behalf of that production team now, Bribia Damisia, the Omesrena, one me who the air course of mining and beyond the shores of Ghana, no, led by Kofi Assan, ably supported by Dominic Kesi Abuayua 05, Caroline Abna Pokuya Ahwenie, and Kejua and Kobe Stone. Yeah, the Dwaso Nsem at the April. Medical catch us here, we don't come on here. The C4C4 anti-Mary's gripe mixture. Yeah, don't ask for questions. Endpoint homeopathy from here, massive social media trends. And so, Caroline Belbert, now what's trending on the bro? A Franco trading enterprise for what Daruma, Anasa, and Komowe. Yeah, the bro. And Abna Pokia, when you're married, if you are celebrating your birthday today, maybe a Nakwana Odiwa, another unique opportunity, say, yeah, Becca Children, this year, then I say, nah, also, I wish you the best for the day and the year. Now, paying for a big interview, say, Banosonum, near the teleself was MTN eSIM, you don't also question, so, Amen Scientific, and so, you don't say, Anafi Franco Trading Enterprise, Imperial General Assurance, also, you don't say, APSA, your story matters. Medoman hene kopnasa to bibiara obesori an pebiana de ba kwa wada nyamia se wi na esese ekro na ye wadehia na ye kosu e dawo nsem a hompese bi frabo e wapo de nsem ekro bia anoman bia na abusua bia na se ankora bia biribia da obu nanigu na pomu de ho nsem no na ono anka se etwa sa atwa no esa no ne susuanso no enkoye eye papada enu nti na egibre biribia da on Dwaso Nsem on Adom 106.3 FM ede sa apomuden ho enkomo ede bro ene onam na kwa na ba ko ehia kese pa bro so ani ana ye koso ede ho enkomo enano pay Dr. Richard Kusiakusa ebeboy or optometrist Frederick Optical and Eye Care na wa walk you through yade ayeta tete ho asem obati ase glaucoma na glaucoma no ye kasa ede na ase kire na ede na kofaba na wanhwe ho asem so anka ehun sunsuanso no se ne bekwa kosi eba de na kire se we de eya yete se ye glaucoma enti san komo na no peni na otwe nyina no ye dia kopim se ye beti ho ase se eni ho kwan se ye to eye nipedua no ejejemu. A quick reminder that we are still celebrating the Ghana month. It's a matter if you say Ghana Feshu, Ghana Adriane, Ghana Subai, Ghana Ajwa Juni, Ghana Honkodana, as I said, Dawakomaso, maybe a team Kokama, Edema, Dr. Rachel, Kusiakusa, marching, and pay Bibia Bokodier.
I'm just and call yeah,
that Namiasi, na anopedi and come out de bedi, so important. Inti, as I say, Eddie can say, being in any who dear Koso Yaka glaucoma, that's such a saying.
Among others, so that the Biamiano, let's say a corner Kakra, Ediachia, the Ghana Optometric Association for Optometrists for Anopay, Mechiamo, and eye care providers of ophthalmic nurses, and ophthalmologists and Anopay Mechiamo, opticians and Anopay Mechiamo. On my head, with us, any question na glaucoma, glaucoma, let's say a group of conditions are Nina a cabomwa, a manipa, the eye pressure no a costro. Now the eye pressure no costro, let's say the optic nerve. Sa optic nerve no, and the information a command drainage trim a dear it is a pressure no costro, or man, it's me put in tino. I want to show you in Canada. Again, say be bringing a group of conditions be break cabomwa, a causal eye pressure, high eye pressure are at the end of the day, no, affecting the optic nerve. Now, a conditioner, among me, you said the whole month, no, you know, they will because a dink of phone I'm saying I watch you no say a few foot ye three a boa to the pomona to form boko because me who says will be tie bi na say or the sun is up on so a think say a beboa pa ma ni franka ka ye kano o ma hne eso beti ira say
Doc, intene uka pressure. What's the normal eye pressure?
You a man doing say me ka pressure you be to us house we be the BP there be we any BP say eye pressure in the eye. Said the hospital penny to check it pressure eye clinics. Normal pressure between 10 to 21. Yeah, can also eye pressure between 10 to 21. The way there be a deba, there be an animal I don't get me to say, but obi me put say eye pressure and be a watch a keda. You say between 10 to 21. You know, and the normal eye pressure also obia enya. Yeah.
I see. That is beyond that. The as from common EBD crown. I see. Na doc obi busase na glaucoma. Yadia AD enya titi wa Ghana hana.
My that question we glaucoma ni bi ba ko shada kan. The silent thief of sight. Yes, it is the number one cause of irreversible blindness in the world and in Ghana. So you fra eba anoso no yentumi ansha no e wo wiasa fane nyina ene Ghana no sa glaucoma yi chese me hwe mu chese hwe mu chese wiasa nyina kwa nipa be 76 million and above ene wo sa glaucoma yi bi na between what they ba Ghana nipa be 700,000 people and above ene wo sa condition yi Muda 600,000 there. Omahi said you I didn't know a kodada. Now I'm going to share research channel share me say about 50% there. I went to a mother battle doctor. If they are me who are there no. Omahi that is I didn't know not a yakokra. Just say Osha start at this scene na say very important and when he pass that man see buy them. Near be at the bachi of what I Ghana from said, glaucoma yi, said you a idea you didn't want grow, or man a good idea. Yeah.
But doc, yeah, cassa idea you didn't want grow be one cassa on titi and you see who now should baby or mine. Abidjan now said the AC AD now cassa the silent a for a year blindness. Osha, Yanke Cano. Ne yentias ne the needed attention say the ma no enya sa daje no
among na send degree some young treasure and the number 2 e ko fort me for doctor there be a tiel na me sha dum FM pa na doctor na me sha no me busa say na there be a wutie aya wutu ho na mo na to doctor adwuma tem mo many time among obi kwa to ni sika enti sanche na me address doctor for the back na FM4 ma platform say ma start free education and fanto from bokomo bi antimi some condition bi ase glaucoma yi o ma hne that when ko pan but so na no o ma hne de brenat me ba de but ebi mo so tia o ma hne fa nya adwuma aya na we ho so we bit me na ho ma hne o ba no na ekita no nsa o ma hne ade hu ni na eko na me ka say opportunity no ba say ya yen kam mo obi hu say sabi glaucoma just when you be friend ya there be ye bon that will say a condition a so we di agora sabi you any fradeba na Ghana da tinti o man da tinti glaucoma na ye kan wase no o man obi ansori waka na ye mcheke wo bi kura man hu a yetimi sha no yeah eboa.
Well, I understand that we are celebrating glaucoma Nsem na it's asem ne den
na afimu busumi glaucoma awareness week atitira some topic pa de ye adwuma ye uniting for glaucoma free world ni nyina ne say kama wuti afutu ya kama I doctor gusuka say ya I wuti ye ni nyina ye nsoi waka enka ye ntuma mum enka ahodi mum na sa glaucoma ya reboni ya sabi ekosu ni free o mahine utie ko for 60 years organ hu na glaucoma nti o mahine na de hu no ekwa areho And it's na yan come say waka. Na sa ya boni glaucoma friend free. Obi after na ho de mwa na yensum. Yebesumu a. And it's a would see to see opportunity ni ba. O ma ni becha ki wani. Na yensum ma no bia na wodi but o bia. And sempa yensum na ni fra no amma. Well,
Doc, but that's immediately now. You know, I did this and come over into no quiet before so I be huni, quiet before so be see no quiet any nipper binima bar, one who crosses in Ebano, San Communina, EBD. Doc, for number 2 Jama and Eja, no watch that quiet show, Yabahon Tempa, head the Ecoso.
You, Oman, that's your pay, if I'm a Dr. Richard Kusia Cosa, when we are favorite of the kind I care or domi, new station where commercial bank in China washing the one year another meter 2 coins so Coca-Cola cables with me over. Now what came in I free ice cream with the own when that Danny and check him out with my family number so 0244 98 28 21 okay 0244 98 28 21 Omahi and a payment that say Adom FM, thank you.
Dr. Rachel Kusia Kusa, shared the CP so Ajebre now they shared the month of March now say on glaucoma. Actually, I'm here to come on. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, Oshabrena, Breno, Afena, Yakachos, Kenya, who Nedra Dakranon, Super Pepe, and I make a Kejua Atnase, and by way of a Yanyoma ACC was somehow do or double cut and beyond the shores of Ghana, no, Yade, bro. We're back from the Office of the President, international travel by boards of state-owned enterprises and public institutions. Just cut away, no, if the Office of the President or Anaba. Now, making kind of the amount and sign a Tiffin Mahodona, a trigger or double cut out who does met him the amount. Or say it has come to the attention of the President that some boards of state-owned enterprises and other public institutions have increasingly undertaken international travel to training programs, retreats, conferences, and study tours. While government recognizes the importance of continuous learning, exposure to international best practices, and the strengthening of corporate governance within public institutions, the frequency and cost of such international travel, often involving multiple board members and extended itineraries, have raised serious concerns regarding the prudent management of public resources. In several instances, such travels have resulted in significant expenditure on airfares, accommodation, per diems, and associated logistics, placing avoidable pressure on the public purse at a time when government is implementing firm measures to ensure fiscal discipline, efficient public financial management, and the responsible utilization of national resources. In view of the foregoing, His Excellency the President has directed that the practice whereby boards of state-owned enterprises and other public institutions undertake international travel for training, retreats, conferences, or similar activities at the expense of the state should cease with immediate effect. Accordingly, all ministers responsible for supervising state-owned enterprises and other public institutions are directed to ensure the following. 1. Boards of state-owned enterprises and public institutions shall not undertake international travel for training, retreats, conferences, or study tours funded directly or indirectly from public resources. Where a board considers that an international engagement is absolutely necessary and cannot reasonably be undertaken locally or through virtual means, a formal request must be submitted through the sector minister to the Chief of Staff at the Office of the President for the express approval of His Excellency the President before any commitments or arrangements are made. C. Any request for such an exceptional approval must be accompanied by detailed justification outlining the purpose and the expected outcomes of the travel, the strategic relevance of the engagement to the mandate of the institution, the number of participants proposed, the estimated total cost, and why the objectives cannot be achieved through local or virtual means. It continues. It says, ministries and their affiliated institutions are strongly encouraged to prioritize local training programs, in-country retreats, and partnerships with reputable local institutions, universities, professional bodies, and training institutes as cost-effective alternatives for capacity development. Where specialized training is required, institutions also explore virtual platforms, technical exchanges, and short-term expert engagement within Ghana rather than resorting to international traveling involving full board delegations. Ministers are further requested to ensure that boards focus their activities primarily on their statutory oversight and governance responsibilities, and that any training or capacity building initiatives are carefully assessed for value, necessity, and cost effectiveness. This directive forms part of government's broader effort to strengthen expenditure controls, reduce non-essential public spending, and redirect scarce national resources toward priority programs, infrastructure development, and social interventions that directly benefit the Ghanaian people. Honorable ministers are kindly requested to bring this directive to the immediate attention of all boards, chief executive officers, and the management teams of state-owned enterprises and public institutions under the supervision and to ensure strict compliance. The cooperation of all ministries in enforcing this directive is highly appreciated. Please accept the assurances of the highest consideration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, and all ministers of state copied, the Vice President, Jubilee House, and the Chief of Staff, and is signed Callistus Mahama, Doctor, Secretary to the President. Odon and Sasha Secretary as well. Is no news. I deal with Chief of Staff. Baya no can once my country Nsem. You know, the problems of this country is like, you know, in circles. And no kwana say try no one and no sabani actual crat and no asako na try and no sabani try. So I think that we fancy some of these things because you can't come see. Ubia the justification because indeed what is it about? You know, it's much ado about nothing. Sometimes, if you look at the challenges that we are confronted with, still fighting those challenges now, they check clearly say, "Eyabuapayo, ya adwene say yebesesa bibia," but yet said yes is bibi. Titi dem kan no say, "Empendodo na so hwe say ya church on krata bi say ya." Empendodo na omamunu nyina nye na ehase o. Enti abeye esu bi a aka ho. Na de ya wo wan say yes, ye pesi ye improve ya Adom Nsem ye kebma min kebi ne asetere mu enso yi die num. Surprisingly nyoma ye ya anaya ya etwe ye kwa akiri eme esika sem kwa atwe ese ya daage e huni mfaso bia no saa nyoma no either say ya tumu nchine ama na ekoso broso anase ya pretend say oh yes ya na kwan because oman no de ya wo mu say solutions are dey mo oman nyina na akoye knee jerk and public solutions. They don't know. Is it a dear be a need put prove one who be a brana or the home rabba ebajiego? A dear be a yam ready a man yourself shares amran and as a man yourself trim pony the two sanamon, a man yourself and your papa trimpo, and the two sanamon in ye payo. A dear be a dish anymore ye biana in fracuma pemno, and ye payo. And that's the bane of this country. Any principle. Because see our principle are in opposition. Ube kaseti anyoma bebre as a party. Onyame ya Adom na benya kwanya tena bemwa. Sa anyoma na ukaseti ya no. Is it not strange that everything that you spoke against, you know, today you are the defense minister, you are defending it? Is it not strange? So how do we progress? It's a second they can hosa ebekosa say oh my Ghana yen tum say ya yen senyan so ye che dware enti biribia da no say adwaman so enyoma kochew kakra ye ho be hare ye ho be chire kakra eno ye be ya manyo say but the reality is that enne se okọ adwaman so na okohwe eye fango buo ba bia apeja akodua not just a addiction kokra but ye be ya manyo semsa ye find solution ye be ya manyo semsa yenka amayentie ho asese kopem sie nsa be so echi adwade no sa nyoma we de ba whether ewo Ethiopia or India said ho be kan ye be ya manyo sem. So developing this country, it depends on the kind of orientation mindset that emuni panankasan ewo very bad. Is deteriorating at a faster pace. That's why a necras kanyabo jumpua na jumpua. Yen fan shi bibia say high sense for ye ya titisu and no can be na kanyabo koto nyoma free no the ball from e can be na nyoma boy koso. As if we are joking. Eni braba. Nipa to kanya shim. So the assessment is not about that comedy, no. The assessment is that among for them already, no, their issues, their challenges. Abraboni mo ding. And it's a wono se kanya wasem nieka. You don't come telling us that your call high says a sort of shim nyoma ye to tone sa nyoma this problem ba. That's it. So obiad ni tiri e won twetwe desa obiasa. That's it. There's no solution ye ya kan ye call obiafa baby edi. Yate 9 months. But what are you seeing? And then we are defending ourselves and deceiving ourselves too as well. Yate 9 months. You say, I'm saying there, baby, I cry. Timmy Green Posse, $32 million or so. At the drabby good soon, Martin's you. A crow in your team. And Menaqua, a dear potena, a desire union is how name and soon, any year basabasan. We are now reluctant to fight it because we are all involved in that act. And we are pretending that we are fighting that act. That is the country we live in. Because we had a former president in his region. Now, Nsem, now we have a president in the region. Nsem, so are you not worried? Monshe trend no. Echesi ya nikura moye Joe. Ya ni emoye je. Ube uraya pomu deni ya resa honso nsem dia. You'll be shocked. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked. Adiano, ya kekane wahasa na otiwana se oye bia oye MP NDC niya na wo je say ubi na asheda na on party no, but nobody will like a party that does not think of Ghanaians. Nobody will like a party or a situation that's not progressive. And anything na party be a friend MPP wo hodom no. Yasum na to nchen say enkwapa mo ne ye ne manamuntu anye ni so. Mon kona de anya ne mugidie no. Omra no mbe chimchim Ghana nko ne na se monso. The things that we raised, the critical things that we raised, and no beya musumunyina so mamuntimi empre man sachrai kese ma. Then the politics of deception and blame game near because right there, then we are headed towards doom because abambia bar or because economy now or betu you know a bumburu a pasa a fiegu form cra. It is a ben because even in the midst of this challenge. In the midst of this challenge. Mesre Ghana for Titri one unya kwenya kotna very relevant sensitive positions there. That me kaina money. The position is not yours. Yen ye hu mobo ne de kokromuti ama power. Ade abetna wo. Yen ye hu mobo. Wo osumi wo ya akwa in court. That's the point. But what do we see? Yen in addition no yen ya dan nkwa ana nkwa dan. The moment you aspire to come and serve your country. Onya this year. There be only this year. And tell who say, we a minister, we a director, and so what? The only director, general, chief executive, or minister or president you will be appreciated and recognized is a dimpa. When you seek the welfare, because you can't greed Ubia fumadie. Yes, you know, we continue to be our own enemies. I tell you, we continue to be our own enemies. Ghana near Juma, the Yonko Ghana Nibe Shas, or better try everything possible to break the back of that business. No, I'm very happy. Ghana near Juma. The Yonko Ghana will find every means. The success of the Ghanaian cry a problem I Ghana for. The success of the Ghanaian. The industries and companies in engineering no be and then a bejiegu. It will be shells. Our engineers and planners, I said tough form. Oh, Zumla said tough form. Kofi Job, I said tough form. We Roy Cable said tough. Yeah, indigenous businesses now. Yes, I mean, so much Munshi Mamana Broso. The same Ghanaian also at that same point in time. No? I mean, baby, as I want any brand new time, eco free buy. It's worrying. So let's stop pretending quoting figures. Ghana was 69, and so what? And so what? If Ghana, you know, to say was 69, and your man Sefata say will be already 69 years, that is what we have to display. Unko Jina, a Kwemu trotro driver, and you Bema, Brat Africa, Achi, Enko Johnson. Debbie. Unfa Jana Bia Hunsu, Enko Google lettuce, ne cabbage, ne, and your Makaka, who emet my Debbie. Now what generally a papa say wow, what in your mother for your my ye could diaco in Ipedian, Mekwa, Koyam, dia prom, womb, now the Gunicanikum tomatoes, no case, Okwana, upon Shia, Akuka, now they are no near Toma, ni power, choba. What kind of mindset? Is life about money all the time? What kind of mindset? It's mommy careful. Contractor ye quine. Endi bosumi sia afe na kwani nyina dwura na egu fom na de chia sika na yesi eni bi no ya sa prejan sika no akoma contractor foforo na de oye no afa no di no okode baby, you know, and mo so mo ya kan ka bi no and then na mo gina so, you know, be careful. Oh, you minister, oh ba no bi dwane no bi dodge e yo de o so oye wan koso koso na oni nipa na ye adwuma uwura hono na obi edwane koso the chief executive we director general koso they say we big ma ti uba no ho pampa kro bi edwane because uba keep it up. Na ebutua say Richard Folibe na yesumu a na obo say abrabo no enna from sir. Well, about also, some of the Democrat, the Brema Hokwan, Yaka Hoasem, but Mamenka say, if you care to know something good news for both the tenant and the all rented on Sunwasem Ebeba. She shares some tenants no Muna Brani, Sa Pepe Persona, you can say, if you run with Muna Brani. And if you run away and say, oh, sorry, I ought to film without it, Yanchuma. We are tenants now soon buying the Yanchuan. Now, the Pedimapo, okay, John, and say, and Unquani as him on pepper, Mamenda Minia, a year Quabla, Butchimina, say, or the rent on Komobi. It was so interesting. Okay. And I thought, we have to share now where possible. Papa Nankasa, acting commissioner, rent, you know, yeah, they be bad at appropriate time. But look at some of the things that are highlight here. Are so interesting.
Rent law or Rent Act 220 of 1963. Section 2 of that act naturally said it was said presidents should invoke that section under his powers under 1951 of the Constitution.
Okay.
1963. That is the 220th law of the Republic of Ghana by Parliament. For 63 years now, nobody appointed it.
Wow.
Number 2, you have the second law, PND's law 138, 1986. Now, me come no say, someone bekan halon, and you busrimuka. And yet, for the Opoku as a acting commissioner, Medieba. In fact, I'm saying, not President Mahama will bear 4 years. Or 3 years, maybe 5 years, I cannot best tell.
Yeah.
It says, President Mahama, all the president come and gone are aware of this law. They decided not to do anything about it. Just that housing issues has not been a concern and a matter to them. Not at all. Issue of housing has never been a bother to any one of the president come and gone. It's unfortunate 69 years after into the independence. So sad. Maybe as it may, there is a visionary president who has seen that he wants to reset the system. And God be so good, you know, he is thinking and saying, say, rent issue should be factored. And trust me, peace, reconciliation, and happiness will come to our homes. So far, the president has given me the power of this country to make sure that the laws of this country works, you know, nothing stops me. And nothing will not stop me. Nothing. Unless they take their power back. That one is up to them. Nothing. no fear or favor from anywhere. I don't do MPP in this matter here. It's about the law. This is the power that appointed me. There's nothing that can be done. We will make sure the law works in this country. Look, if you look at the PLS law 138 and Act 220, no, Nidi Kanye was say no landlord under Section 25. Say no landlord has any right whatsoever to demand rent advance exceeding 6 months. Was say obiani to me obitima rent advance who demand it. You can go for imprisonment 6 months or you pay 250 penalty units.
Hey,
imprisonment home. And no judge will sit in a chair and say you will not apply it. They must apply it. They should apply it because they are interpreting the law. They are there to interpret the law. It's what is in the bosom of who? No one is better and bigger than the law. If the law says so, they must interpret it. And it is clear, black and white, that don't demand 6 months, you go to jail. Number 2, the law in Section 5 of the Act, repeated in Section 20 of the Act 220, and reminded us in Section 5 of the PLS law 138 says there's something called rent card, like a booklet, a page, just a pair. So behind there, a man is you perceive the I'm happy between you and the landlord. The history, your tenancy agreement or your receipt or. And Section 5 tells any landlord, all the landlord, every landlord, give within 7 days. When you be according to contract, man, some people call the rent card.
7 days.
The repercussion and offense is that one farmer now ultimate them 6 months.
Hey.
After 7 days after only enter into tenancy agreement, within 7 days, he should give you the rent card.
I saw the rent card amount.
Rent card, the name of the landlord, the name of the tenants, house number, location of the house, contact, which we are saying. Anytime there's an increment, the landlord must call for the people and change it in it. Some people card behind there within 7 days now treat. I was say landlord you must card be to say landlord needing while behind us within we contact house number down behind on the edge was saying maybe I me 100 Ghana a month total me 1,000 Ghana cedis my landlord ebia sanitation me 1 cedi a woman scale be a landlord je ni nchihye bia na so twe o sabe panim if there's a change at any time on free will not at least within 14 days no corrected that changes in home. It is a interwanto magic card now. Me know the history, what has gone on within any landlord
no.
But now tenant or landlord are saying say there is no law in this country, so be to me or more. Sadly, rent control na sa law in the buy. Rent control is the creature of the Rent Act and the PLS law 138. It's a rent control. That name rent control department, came out of that, law. No. Now the law says, "Few bias won't mean sorry keke." No, say to me there must be in us. Say, what to na ufise me tuma me de me na me to me block, me na me to me cement. Intima tum, upa is unlawful. Unless you seek the approval, obenya akonya ama rent control me pacho. Me pese me to me danimu. Na dan pese me to no menina so nie. Prof, these are the factors. Obetime just I told them Ghana ha. That could be no wankasa na wo kire wadwen. It is not lawful. 1. For example, dan me my maintenance home.
Okay.
My NCC ama manya improvement no improvement and I say improve to abo wana brabum enti no say first no na we ni ha ya fix you ha ampa afi de me ba na ha nte sa but manya impuntu mo brabum me ba na inso no eto inso to ha flade na roof fish it eliki na dosu enye adwuma na plumbing na ha nyi bi landlord ye ni nyina based on that no ma boa edin okrom enti me ye na maboka enti rent control amumi atwede nya assessment timi no mama certificate of assessment eti woni certificate of assessment woni 2 years to them Ghana wuti min transa to ubu ha prof 20 years ago you see that on to cement da on to iron rods da on peti da ne da and you cement was me to them da and cement boy dey
hene Pamela Sande Woman hene Pamela Sande Woman hene Pamela Sande What can I say? What carry I want it.
Well, interesting times in terms of landlord, Lieutenant Young Kufredi, the new acting rent commissioner, and Odiatu Janiti. Well, can you another the overbuyer Wakasa? And I am hopeful, so it's effective 1st of April. Bawasaka said. Edisheni nano additional koso nchechire koso the 1st of April so a long conversation my menda me no kobla bocho so pamenda na CP what him this ankomo we but the crane say so oko boss ade we su a edin sempi
of course
edin sempi anenam
the tenant what the ordering and if you run also what the ordering and this is a very interesting discussion I thank God at the right time maybe Ubama at the right time Ubama for swabam. I'm sure so okasa tea for moments if you are for be free. Not tenant for so free. Yes because I'm sure if you are for have reasons why omoto a dynamo. So every year we are there betum.
So we a few rat no TSA come we a tenant also TSA come we is a long conversation. We are hopeful say be Wednesday you be seen kunya and a proper conversation. But we a few rat na o feel said the okano o support the kwamo no
na ye be di o
ojire say enye di bibia say ye anamo a utuni kasa o kasa fa won na bitimeboa so be part of the conversation for the next 5 minutes
5 minutes
0302 216561 0302 216562 na inisa nkomo but whilst we are waiting for onkoma on here but kejua encho the sports bro the new centers
area area bia na sene eje
that's it
government price nko bubuashi price nko
ana yetimi tum so untimi mfiti prekopentum sa keke
let me say one year bia beto se sunko ade a yenye pepepe sa na elite
ya nyina so me be fi ho na bia nsu kura ma ene me tira ho afini ensu aba o tro current control for say kanena na few phones we dia dance sampa o dabi
okay o my so on fan dane ha bi
uni sa kwan
eh what to be na to be I said ya say baba
o ma han dia o no yire no mantre fi o
no dey two dey dan be fa o
dabi e kro bia na hyehyɛ da ho unfru pem enye de owe
wa fia so wan ye ne so ye no me ngai biem
ana yesi manyina so se ntumu na betum na me mentiase no ana o so ntimi fiti preparation ntu tenanto
me se being very high biem
yen kan sa keke
abedi admire
good morning apom to say hello good morning apom to say okay so 0302 216561 or 0302216562. Good morning. Apom to say, whilst we wait for them. Good morning. Whilst we wait for them, then the new center say government's U-turn on nursing admissions imposes quota up to 72.73% despite pledge to scrap intake limits. How do we move forward as a country? Aban biaba na asimo aka no. No sa fa kwam so adane na no aka se from kwada kire match apom to say great now ka se free for say
we obibini ba akopɛ amaka waburi
yeti obibini
asɛm a mode aba de ya sempa na mum bayire keke because if you were for no bayani say so untie dia emi etu bayini be koso papa
so
a question sir no me so emla bay ene ye ka afa ho me question no we da so bintu aso
okay yeah that's a good morning apom to say
bye yami adum ye ho pa na won so e
yami adum bokon
we Dr. Newman ni tema community
it's you
yes se landlord for no yes me no nya bin say o man so wo hyehyeye so o abane say me pese say da o moye o man bet ma shem na to no matter how say o be ka tell me say abane to see a diamond ye enu ti no the landlord bia pe bia bet ma ye say me no man o be da ho sa o do bia pe no be ye so abane di na see for say ma shem na say na me see bosumi sia na monyi na menye bro bosumi sia na landlord to me nka say o be ye na mo to go for round na we investigation say aduma na odi mama daba no so landlord for this one na say me see that them people am eji na me di na me ko sa how send oba no be da house na say the obi afi bi obetwa ye me na me tom kokote me see me try from e bia 20 million going say me na me dia me ton that's how oba no be ye yes so man betwa hye ma to no na oba pani e man enye djuma law enforcement for man enye djuma ene hia ye e man enye djuma ban Ghana ha say what I say
all right
it is na process ada community
yeah that's CP good morning na pom to say hello good morning na pom to say
good morning pom to say me here
oh nyame adom bibia kama yiti
make a pacho make a free hacho for me jami o my woman and maybe we are still do ha na they can say and man be adwuma uko rent loan ma and maybe no ha e bi ni hono so se e be adwuma amani pa asitremu asesanu and any problem fiso bitim di see ma rent na sebi ejana dia kra bi ni ho be bia nipa bi jan kra bi ni ho if you run fan ubiwa no e complain pe obetu obi okwa no ni say nipa no ene wo fie ho na bia toilet kra na se bathroom no kra no landlord na so you tell we ni hu to me so ye to one year because
you are the man of the match. Where do you go from here?
hello
Pacho with you
abaro en fan me o ka to se tu ebu fa uti fi o kama o he wasite mu ko ne bia fa ne bia ba o ba na ba fa no haya rent wasi mi betwe bu chire ba tu ana ku so chire no uti ku chire obi ti nipa o ye bobo mo mi o nipa fe no consumer say ye product e to gasu say ye rent say di obi a o provide service no do pibia no ye do no consumer no you are a high disadvantage position you be okay be amount
all right
this is trot we rikiti bi ne bi o pra kwa
yeah trot utim ka ni nyina say asay
so na odi adwuma
GS council or Jessica
fina ko chira
that's another point
yeah so maybe we will see beer do man so now can the rent law ni act the
well, yeah, that's it. We'll raise another critical point. We'll get to ya Rickety. There's a
team crime or prakran.
You're for friend you chat to Yanko Sports. Match up to say
money. Your friend David, the fresh name.
David, it's you.
Pacho, Ghana, you were more so high than ya. I was saying with your first 6 months. After first 6 months, I was saying with you a month. But you're paying for no among dream to me for because over any of this your first a young car or man, the economic cancer. Because I was saying Ghana constitution here. Because the constitution 24 feel comfortable. If you are done law, no more share some man law now years because I'm wrong. So hard, so hard with your first 6 months. After 6 months or so, 20 months. But because the constitution, people feel comfortable. It's almost dream, yeah, family. Yeah, from yes, my breath. Oh, she said, damn, boy, easy. But she said, campaign for a dream. And call my shaman, Brana, you, Marco, beyond water, or my. But because I'm feel comfortable. Not every time be at. Every time they become more high than be. Or my cousin sit down because they are high. It's your man a good one I would do about me.
Well, yeah, that's CPA to me for baby. Wednesday will be heavy on this one.
Right. 1,000 Ghana.
Yeah.
2,500. 3,000. Then we chamber house self-contained. Single room self-contained. Nina obitia. On pay the self-contained out pay normal one on microphone a becha.
Self-contained no becha. Okay, 2,500.
2,000 room, 1,000 room. 700 no the area. Arabia 700 no. 700 months. The NK dining room so as It was school for that. Window no crime same from money. Saviana Pafela do that.
So sit down. I don't know where
so be an area no need
but there should be specifications. At least about one nipa na continent.
Oh, sin send him and if you know on ya by beer from a crab by beer or sit high shim. Or sit down as station. That's the challenge too. Assemblies are doing in ano. One be quite control a dear way home but stop well stop here by Konya. So as for my problems they are also and said be between the NC from CA no. What has a wood will be nice so na ba kwa isa kwa party se mo kra ya ne ne o buy afiri o ba we obey kwa no na fi na president go for time ya tun go for FIFA break so ya be to aba ne chese wo ya to aba ma no o be to FIFA break so ama sama moto mo ya foot break se enipa mfa so man ni nipa ni su se na ka bon grofo na ya de no so omo mfa so mo twem fa fo
chese de o kan na me wo se ma mayor no be break akra chese na no dan komo afiri oba no mayor no pam nipa okwan na busom se na opam nipa okwan no eya na so nyame ni ama bibia na na wan kasa kwasi kono ja kwantia you want to eat your cake and have it so also we be kwan ni ma no mu da ma get to no omo dismantle out of the also back as I catch them say and opam nipa fro na monfa so how do we go about it
we know the right things to do but yeah tell me say some man na ejuma we have to enforce it.
Well, let me just drop 5 minutes of your time now farmer me na me fanye just the headlines. The new centers the government's U-turn on nursing admissions imposes quotas up to 72.73%. And then this one is the custodian minority calls for job creation as government marks 69 years of independence. Mahama double speaks on impact of external shocks and once more Daily Democrats say boy in Edu under scrutiny over Kokobot BMW and I say do your part for Ghana, Mahama urges citizens. And this one today, the Wakata rice, tomato puree, mackerel, suffer land transmit ban. Big one here. Ghana assisting Mahama sparks youth hope. The new publisher says Speaker MPs reject riding bicycles to Parliament. Confess how they weep in silence over no cash. The Ghanaian publisher saying Minority 6 answers on sinking fund. And Jospon CEO demands Ghana web way traction. And what's say the Ghanaian Times with Ghana demands probe into Lebanon attack as 4 peacekeepers injured at missile attack. Big one here. Ghana's progress depends on all of us. President John Dramani Mahama Akasi, the Chronicle Dobokata Russia, Ukraine, and US-Iran wars. Mahama trapped by his own words. And AU appoints Ghanaian businessman as ambassador for Agenda 2026. 2063 rather, the delegates say Kokobot bought 6 documents for audit queries and Daily Guide, the DPJ must say citizens judge cost of living, not inflation, upon Nkromanaka saying fraud boy pleads guilty to $10 million romance scam in US. And once and a Daily Guide.
Right, man. Dwaso na majemu na also the front page of the 24-hour newspaper. Car returned by Kokobot Nsem no from Kokobot Zio there. As of a the car at the front page of the 24-hour newspaper near Kano and it's Kano to the F and near Kano can I mean fresh questions how the scrutiny. It's in front of the 24-hour newspaper.
What we need is the action. Action. Every week be a press call. And
I James as first mention editor in chief our 24-hour newspaper. And I Yanti Sikwe na Yankwe sports page 1. Adom 106.3 I was saying Dwaso sports page 1 MTN and I'm saying MTN came on pay then some by MTN is some no use so we are going seamless it is a own two seamless the any work you say MTN upon so na bit buy no download your Play Store and na App Store no yin na yin to be seamless this year MTN dey sia konkon no pay je on ba mamba na yo obe pm YouTube by Adom 106.3 FM Adom 106.3 FM ho and na obetumi abedwen yin yin adwendwen ho na yatumi akwa edim ni ade ade a ye be sha sem na Mr James ma AK Pablo Ama abedde go the Dortmund and after sports team nyina kan one opena ya sports page 1 at the Ebrewo ya be sha say the fitness teams no akache ukopiem was the senior national soccer team the Black Queens of Ghana akache me no kase ma touch it down Ghana na no da UAE e mo to mu akase ba kwa me kopiem so Pink Ladies Cup tournament no ma yo na kwaya de o ne makote ani biombo nyina na go so no o mo fa de say so ne yo mo bogum sa last game ese e body say bombo to ko wie me fie nyu ya the green can hit the last game ya mo it water kwa na trophy ni kokoma o mo ani o maniaje apart from trophy ani mo no top scorer does we do anaje about 3 goals best goal goalkeeper na Cynthia Conlad on Nigeria na first no o hwe de encherisi kwa coach no so gine deep power tournament ya se a e ma na be piem e Ghana atum so ba mo ani mo serious ye na no ya tibom gbum ye am hihia fe be du Ghana ye ni age pa now on be do ye no Alexandra Mefate the first time I told some friend of Black Queens ni and I tell you to just say hey Black Queens mo de na ni age so what my make the debut now no go school o just school no so obobo kakra no de addition ball addition but na age say ni what my make the debut the man Black Queens so when him say afcon ya ko ikura no o wet ma gina mu no sia kan de Ghana
the opportunity to put on your jersey for your country is one that every player dreams of, and I think that it's an honor of the highest regard. And I think that having the opportunity to make my debut was one that I had dreamed of, and obviously coming into this camp was a goal that I was pushing for, and so I was just grateful that the coach entrusted me with that, and it was special for me as well being able to sub on for Portia, for our captain too, and kind of lean on the team for guidance there.
We and someone ababa wa on sia kan and my Black Queens say aton sa friend so mebo bia na no kobo bi kura gi ne din wo de to atwa Alexandra Mefate so sana ye hwe ni mo na ka a few days to the WAFCON 24 eso mo aposponi enti yegusu de kire hwe se ne ne ma si ko no e da ko July due to unforeseen circumstances tadi anaka match moto mu ayebo no ka this week kura be chance no eni de ko July tie ma no so aka che de fi obaro no a ye de won sam e baro no they say Ghana ye guso ya hoboaboa ahun se se ye warm up for that big World Cup paso or US in Mexico and Canada. Now, so the argument about one number one goalkeeper and guso na from mama for trauma drain and Benjamin Asare is one of them say we the dem near dia Danlad Ibrahim and Kano Sina Kana Makotoko na Ethiopia moto mo Sina Kai Black Stars wa debit just na no World Cup kro no kan goalkeepers ya e dey copy mu no was what trust the Benjamin Asare akwa branch ni mche oncho jiri say World Cup ye ko no na say number one na experience when you qualify say boy mu no nyini say the transfer move from ba e beboa
It me a catch me senior Benjamin Asare me say he have that experience about to every level now when it's my national team to play the highest level the qualification good pitches and everything so the only thing I make a change is empire they with me that and I hope one can on one mobile said they will be in the free sign soon and Brazil to say a World Cup time the better be true me great feeling say Benjamin bit me actually World Cup because he's an experienced goalkeeper with the oil field. So I'll just wish him well. And then the month of Ramadan, immediately the first album, I am going to say, I'm one. What's my excel? Said there, Black Stars, everything drew the higher level in the tournament.
We Danlad Ibrahim, former Black Stars. Former Blaster, I be no besamba. Former Sante Kotoko, ego keeper ne osina kan ma Ethiopia coffee esi no nsem to dwa bon Benjamin Asare abaso anya sem keto akra no.
Send your obetimi ababak. Na o zero kan.
O sena me kan former na me se o mano kokotwa. That former na is there.
O ye fast so you free.
So we ja chiri ya. Na yanko Ghanaian Premier League ni mo match 25 this week. Kuma se Sante Kotoko.
Ehun hia. No me nyese bia me say ehun hia. Ah okay.
Kotoko lusuye. Nti ehun hia. Moko Carola Lu Muhammad Stadium ko je shede ho ba ko
e hadrin ko kuma ko cover matches
ai
okay ye be hwe
o so hooliganism so
no ye be hwe
o so hooliganism so
ye be hwe so ko kuma ko
no you also so hooligan say me kwa ye mbo me sa no person
I never said so me say o ta ko kuma ko hwe
na no aseche say me say ya hye one
e bia o tina chire o hwe TV tu hu say e bia your technical challenge na na bibisa nti o kan
that's not what you mean. You want them to use their hand to touch me. Kotoko 1-0 na chiro amza obey assistant at the man Kotoko. And on this some to just say hadrin pa. Say ko munya ka say na media ma ye ne ko Kotoko kwati bi sia ne ko froba suru 1-0 nye.
We are down. But the result that we had today. It's part of the game. We need to, take it aside and then concentrate on our next game. We created a lot of chances inside the first half, of which we should have utilized this, but unfortunately for us, we were not able to, put the ball at the back of the net, and then we considered that easy goal at the time that we were down by 1 man. Well, it's part of the game. We need not to, talk about it much. We have to concentrate on our next game. We were down by 1. We need not to open up. We need to, block the middle. There should be a central close always so that they can play from the width. And while they play from the width, you see them giving a long balls, of which that one will depend on our goalkeeper. That was the plan, and it worked perfectly for us inside the camp. I'll say we are sorry for losing this game.
We are sorry for losing this game. I'm so being Koroko coach, no assistant was so we are sorry. I'm a performance nature pa. Any idea? Baba University of Ghana State Master folk ne basekediani ya zolo. Kevin says be kwa kudi red card or some match nibu. Na ya can say we did the man or coach ma House of Folk no dey semo tuja as the right decisions on the pitch and hadring. That's all jamo. Na nya podium na oboko ti abanwa. And no nya coach the bet was a born boy podium. Hadring pa did ni.
I think that we knew that the opponent will surely sit back, and so we knew that we will control greater part of the events, and then we're so much concerned about how we can utilize the spaces that we are able to utilize to make the right decisions, more importantly, very key moments. And I think that, the results is what we found because we were not purposeful in terms of those key areas. We didn't make the right decision. It's always better to play with a numerical strength rather than to play with a numerical disadvantage, and surely you were going to pay for it because the energy depletion was going to be greater, and because we played greater part of the minutes without a goal would have motivated us to still do some key aspects. We're still very positive that we're playing to win, not to draw.
Did Dramani somebody to try, but after the game, Greater Accra chapters committee vice chairman Fuseni Moro was say, hey, what House of Folk Pani? Fuseni.
Players are moving to House of Folk and there are 3 players. Asari, Ali, Nias, they finish. The remaining all, Amunkopa, baby. Don't even qualify to be ball boys in a House of Folk. Team Alpha Champions League. Namumu Hamu team need to say Liberty and Anathema. How? House of Folk is a big club. Look at our players. I think that the league there is over. We are not ready to win the league. Kotoko Lusu, Ghost Stars, Mediama Lusu. This is your chance. We win our closing gap. We need Heart of Lions next 2 weeks. Uko Haube to me Ashomu. Now I draw match when Uber there we need it. How many points I drop for home? Bechem, and your friend is Baseki. We are not ready to win the league.
We are not ready to win the league. I don't know if you say more on Samo. Now, Kopiemo Takwa, League Leaders Mediama Sporting Club just and home you know against Hawaii. Wow. Ibrahim Tankuna, a coach Mediama. I mean, Ibrahim will be our coach league. Hey.
I've been in this game for a long time, and this kind of day happens sometimes because it's not normal that you, miss penalty, you give away a goal and then another own goal. You give away at least 3 goals to the opponent. So definitely it's difficult for you to win, and we have to put it in our back because we still have 9 games to play. I have to meet with the players and then see if we fall. When you are playing 10 against 11, definitely they will pack the back, and we have to use the wings and then come in with the crosses. And this is what we did at a very, very bad day for us. Anything we did was bad, so we have to put it on our back and then concentrate on our next game. Select scored a lot of penalty goals for Mediama, and normally Yusuf is the one playing, and he also scored 3 penalties this season. So definitely, and the next one is Felix, and he have the confidence that he will score. I said it's a bad day.
I said it is a bad day. I don't know. Tanko Ibrahim, why you coach Mediama Sporting Club the 2 Nations Bobby Chambers 3 goals to 0, and a summer testing dreams the 0-0. Vision Bob Recum Chelsea 3-1, and I was say that the end twice so Adriana winning 2-0 over 11 wonders. Heart of Lance tonight feeding Shedra Blacks in Yuri and a Karela. Ebo Kotoko 1-0, Sunny Eddie can catch on 1-0, 1-0. Kotoko just and home. Mediama tonight feel away. Ebo and Munusani Eddie can move young apostles. Ebo Bibiani goes stars the 4 coming and some Mutimo Bako and a house of folks to train draw. They say still on top. Mediama Sporting Club of 46 points. Go. Oh, and I'm here showing our chochos.
They were very painful.
Say,
won't take to quasi.
You say watch. Now, Ghost Stars also me 45. And I do not 41. How's the work? 41 to we go to Korea. ka 42 ne ko hwe duane mu nyina beto so miansa
na me pese sifa ka mu kwa benya kasa
Kota tosu no 39 Kerala tosu nsi 38 Samantha tosu so 37 Vision tosu 34 Nation tosu 34 Out of London tosu do 33 Baseke tosu do bako Dreams tosu do mienu Hawaii tosu do miensa Young Apostles tosu do 9 Dunu muni ebe chem United Federal Blacks 28 points tosu do nsia Bekum Chelsea 11 1 so mo na eri e wase wa we ni de kwaso Ghanaian Premier League mu a yere won sam ebrewo ansane e be kwado over the weekend Man City edi qualify ko nim Arsenal qualify ko nim Liverpool qualify Chelsea qualify Southampton Port Vale o mi na qualify o FA Cup ni mo na e list no we de no na West Ham so ne Brentford de se de na be ko na ne ye draw no na we na be share we anase we na be share Real Madrid de ya de bogumu nit Samson na Barca so winning 1-0 okopie mu e League Paris Saint-Germain PSG so bag baby onu Debbie. And also the call Debbie Della Madonnina. Once again, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Ebon Kabakwa, Inter to me until they say, we're cutting down 10 points now. I'm not 7 points for table. So, Italy, and so and so. And for my you let us say the sports pick too. And the abroad teacher and so, MTN everywhere you go. But MTN, no, app no so nice to me, Echo Bia. You know, you're costumless. It's my MTN app no so. Na kwambia so download your Play Store and App Store na wabia seamless no amia ne nyina ko seamless you say yamfa bibi nwo phone won fa chip nhyem na ye nyina ye ko seamless Pablo Yama thank you so na sports team na so kan wa and sports page one bro ya na wakare na kasa ka page one ho Eric see do wadi over to you man hene
nankasa
something doing me bad I don't
one tell you why catch your man eye
Adom FM I don't
tell you why
Adom FM
Adom FM 106.3
Only God can stop us now
106.3 FM
Adom FM 106.3 tough
it's a CCM 112. Oh yeah. Ready what it's a CCM 112. Oh yeah. Adom FM 106.3 Adom FM one tell you why catch your man eye
Adom FM
men kwa homano so quickly odo ni chre eye takwa ensuye ma New Patriotic Party what really are the challenges are a free honoma eba Franco Chirejemfi second vice chairman takwa ensuye MPP matching appointee saying great well onyamiadom boko na edie koso otakwa ensuye mu no ana yepe enchiremu de ntia koso yese registration exercise otakwa ensuye aye ntokwa ene mabo ene ateni ene nyoma bia ensem fata what's really happening over there
okay medawasi what's in this out this me it can be share with you for I don't have from before you say I don't have from the eco cheaper that's why so me ko so I say I'm say I'm not to say you register the delegate police station delegate na airport aba that's why so me no until last week Friday regional executive friend me to share takrade until ocheche ne mebi so so ba we share also executive we share we move ho na hwe kwa be fa so a by the show no ebe kwaso jojo ebi ebe takwa no ba hwe se chairman and secretary ebe se constituency executives
na yɛhwɛ kwan bɛba so a ɛbɛtwi din but yɛhwɛ chairman ne secretary wɔn mfrɛ ama yɛmfo meeting nti yɛso ne wɔatwe mu ɛfrɛ chairman ɛnsa nka no ɛfrɛ secretary ɛnsa nka no nti meyɛ ɔdu ma secretary sɛ yɛakɔ meeting ɔsɛ yɛmɛhyia ne yɛhwɛ kwan bɛba so a yɛbɛtwitwi din na yɛahwɛ ɛma so almost 1 week ni yanto hwee nti yɛ wa sɛ no a wɔyi bombs bi exercise group a wɔtɔ hwee no nanso yɛkɔ region no ɛyɛ sa wɔka kyerɛ ɔma booklet sɛ yɛba a yɛntwo so ebi no booklet no na exercise group yɛ ɛtumi fa a wɔde exercise group aba sɛ yɛntwo hwee no bàtà nti ase yɛ adwuma ebi sɛ chairman sɛ yɛpa yɛkɔ court obi a yakɔ meeting na ɔsi yɛ bɛrɛ twitwi di booklet mu a ɛkɔ de exercise book yi in fact na ɛkɔ yie na ɔsi yɛ ba nso kora yɛ fama coordinators na coordinators no ɛfama police station chairman fɔ no na wɔn twitwi di ɛne secretary fɔ na yɛ mu sɛ woyɛ coordinator na wode anabuduka na afa ɔfa sɛ booklet no ɛma ɔna ɔdama different persons on show di no. Nti I don't know, I'm saying, nti ase yɛ adwuma among this several electors no ntɔkwa nti bi sɛ ma sɛ nyɛ kɔ so takwa nhyɛ no.
Okay, so yɛ ka sɛ deɛ na ɛyɛ regional executive saka on this matter.
Well, I said no ratio petition ama regional executives awɔ deɛ ɛkɔ so takwa nhyɛ ba.
Etidie ne besi ama chairman aka sɛ mo pa mo fan court ade di na mo tworo no mo nsɛm fata sɛ mo botima tworo and what's the challenge je ne manage ebasa
takwa nhyɛ mo ha no former MP no ɔno why no chinchire twan
o ka sɛ why no chinchire twan asese
you know to say because formerly no ɔno executive so selective wamanya ntoaba it is time of us this time also also the commission is to figure out on all social media and all of that.
But what do you mean by, as I saw the executive nation the bottom now or the executive nation the bottom forward? What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? Say, our executive you are all the number can be on the follow the due process. Hey, okazu wanda no wada. Na we se kaza ti go so no nkile sa.
Na sa oka executives na onka.
Eka obi.
Enti wu no okasa da oda.
Okazu be da no na. Because we akoda.
Na oda se bia ne kwa so no a ebebo ma partner timi ahyehyɛ ne ho yi a onna.
The democratic rules. Well, the name be a enfa kwa na kisa na wote me ya ayade me so for due process na ya fa kwantin se na be ya oju ya emma
nti ya ka sei mo hyehyɛ ne berebe na da ho sɛ mo ne beba na wiye
iya de na ya no ayi bi video ho ebi e twa video executive no beka ya petition me
na chairman no sa nya na dwene so no mbusi nkonwa di nkomo ana
ye kwa yeji no no time no se yendi kan ye executive ni kan me shi ansa but ya hwekwa ya taishe mu no ema so
de ntia ese ntia se o de ntia
se ebi ni se se wo se ba ye show booklet mo na wako fancy grammar si enchu ebi asa kwa no so fancy ntira inshia o ma inshia no
o pese mo ye de o booklet mu
o booklet ni original booklet read for MPP booklet I make sure police station is the video with that booklet ni original one and wako fancy book school exercise book bi aba si enchu di na you be see NTS here. So there's a good number to include.
And the course we didn't show on hold. Is that the case?
Some places are on hold. Please go and start here.
Hey, and Miami and Bobby a Munsha see a cry.
Baby.
Nina and Senti Muntro Bukumu. Na MPP the any day.
MPP original MPP booklet. I want to.
But with the ordinary exercise book.
Yeah, only ordinary exercise book.
But say Abia na MPP the no Abia draw.
Abia draw there.
Na Masako.
Yeah, all time say. Ebiana ya control booklet ma. You see them. Now show the whole national insurance and national registration ID card. Doma etuko akochudu mistake bi amem. Na takwa nso mo delegate about 2000 1,040. And then I ensure mistake them. The ensure mistake them.
Nti saa nkyerɛ mu no onye ntum.
Oso do a.
Saa nkyerɛ mu no onye ntum.
Onye ntum. Onye ntum sɛ bɛhyɛ exercise book no. Wɔn so kyerɛ exercise book no ɔsan kɔ etu gugu copy no ma. Original book no a ɔde bi to ayɛ.
I see. Okay, so Meda was now wako former MP na wakana se wako no na ko bon komo se de ekoso ni.
Oh, former MP no, this one no former listen.
I say a party adjuma.
It is secretary na chairman na ni adjuma.
Ba say a party adjuma na moye. Nti o party ba sisi, ana onye party ba.
O party ba to listen to me, no listen to me.
Se obetimi na kosusu se a de ekoi de ozofo no betum bie na ye huntimi hare ana se ni de no beso be ma no
no be also MP former MP we deal with chairman now and secretary
ye ka say the secretary chairman na mo no di juma
no di juma
na oni chairman so na ka sa wadan na chiachire wi secretary so de na why secretary so wo hu no
I said that I can't do but sometimes is it different from course.
What monk crunch say a beba so and as on Bassano?
No, send a crown this time.
I see the intent of our call.
Minimum.
No about original chairman, and the ecosi.
And I must say, and then, the boy original chairman, I'm a 10 years possible. Tap and so into one man, one for 100.
Mamenase Frank Ochre Jemfi, second vice chairman, Takwa Nsem, a New Patriotic Party, and their party, a Nsem, in Tibina Akupia Free Takwa Nsem, by electoral enforcement council. You know, as we count down our Muslim brothers, in the next few weeks, clearly, Adom Mudi wana country or Allah in the urban way beautifully. And until Electoral Ghana Limited, say, Menkai will say, ye dwenjere asumdie ho na ye twere Allah anim no na bibia ko kama ma el Ramadan we no won say won so enfaso de kase pa ana ebre won kai wo say just upgrade your appliances na nya entiso papa na say Nasco TV a free ubetimi ato na just 699 Ghana cedi na Nasco TV afi bottom fridge freezers so no a free 1999 cedi benyabi chest freezers so free just 1999 cedis and after pay quality washing unya Samsung 6 kg twin tab nibia washing machine free and also just 2,999 and after microwave Samsung so no a chassis body chassis free 1,799 a TCL 43-inch TV so a cost for 2,999 and after water dispensers so 1,599 inti Michelle ko nakope Electroland for Ramadan value deals here on Ediabe Electroland Ghana bringing Ramadan home value home for 050 315 9739 no wait no one digital I when you match up to say
nya me adom man na me ho ye won so
well me hu die Omaka Asanka Boyoyo.
Asanka Boyoyo one ne nshira osho den di o man say
Nshira
FM. Nyame yadoma 28 March e fufu party. De wo hia ye wayo na me de somi.
Mumra amereda. Ahwenye be kunipo. Enti for wayo wabra.
Wayo na o man me de say nipa be say edu betimi kra didi wo.
Wo di free kokwa na.
Me di free kwa wo ne bae. So me kwa over the weekend.
Mo abesimu nso no. So apoto ya papa or
abesim.
Sunya abesim.
Because nkoko e wa abesimu.
Oh sir.
We area e fa kwa abesimu e nkoko. It will ka abesimu anya be ka say nkoko abesimu. Ba we bro. Sunyane.
Oh abesimu na ko sunya krodi anima.
Oh. Am ya you want be o. So ambesunya we ho ya na e kire ho.
There be any possible.
Sir.
There be no quad wadarma. We there. Momo ya mudeze. Yes, I only obi de bibi free afubiano. Any brubiano bruise mo ho asemka.
Ya na e chom na nisu na nisu. So na mkwan ho a say ayo wasa. It me part 28 March e fufu party. E tim de wo hia ye wasanka. Etu ba say the media sumi wonya de wayo ne bedura. Aduane no aye ready.
Ye be di free.
Ye be di free. Last year obe he o man original stage. Perform here. This year so man be perform come. And the surprises be brave ya wo amount. Eda no so ye eda memne da. E Saturday.
Wow.
It me sell bo modin abra.
28th of March.
28th of March.
Yeah.
Ebesi memenda. Bra na ye nyina ye for domodom what ya say. Na ye nidi enye ye ni betwa pictures pa. Last year me mama ya bi wa bi ba ye ma ye ni twitwa pictures. I hope say or ho this year bank be me the pipe because still na no me go so sa pictures ni nyina e wo honom kama ni beje pa na ya hwe last year and this year to man ahomba ne gusu dendenden wo ye trouble operator anase bibia wo ya yitumi de ye nkwan ne ade wankasa kwa peso beji table a na wa ba be man kwan ba pepese ba koko ase ba chese bushmeat wo ho dry fish wo ho fresh fish wo ho bibia bi wele na ntwina bibia bi wo ho na ntwe no so are ready na ntwe na ye beku no are ready ya ba hwe wanim so beba no man
well there na ekoso na no da na won kokko
me konko
bibia ekokama wo ho
oh bibia ekokama na over the weekend no na areho no doso o manu se akware ya na me kana sem KNUST abamu ayi 23 years ye dida akwada yi na wo ye bad time pa na wo ye ja na wo ho no ma man na no edin e won kokko equals point your former MP Iradafo mechia no ko e kwa me koto o se ho meche se o se metwe ne ba na ye no 101 so problem ni ho
obutupa wa edi
o se de o so pension Iradafo mechia o so pension na kokko fo ya de kokko dro agifo ne kokko fo nyina o mo ba beja ma me hyere kwa me budu sankwan abusua no ye da mu nyina se ye da ma se papa enye easy sa but ni nyina ye na ye so ho bebre me betu me koto IGP kura won kokko IGP ba ye won kokko ye Pentecost na ye wo hono se senior officers ne ba ko ma me na Arafat so na ni nua chese ni nyina ye nyame on chichi obi bia weekend o sie wo disie no obo ade chichi more wate na omama hoden enye easy kura enough man enough nyame hu ye mobo
nti eye ni nyina achi no na nkokko kroro nkomo be na wo so
eye wo se market central market na omo ebebubu asi de foforo no ho nkomodie wo ho no mo akama na wo hwe nso a ye me kɔ no se me hu sa kwan no omo tete mu a fine na ono abota me mu MC for nkokko obo adwuma minka sa obo adwuma pa because the feedback no from grounds nature say papa no ye adwuma man iti ye be kan say onyere ne ho na omoa na mo free enkokɔ ekɔ obo me hu se kwan ne ye mienu ba ko a ekɔ atibie na ba ko a ekɔ obo me no atibie ne de abandada na daroma omo aye kwan no ye memfa ne say omampani mahama ne first time krompo no na satibie kwan no omo eye ma ye ya ejane na so pa ejane na so na se no obome kwan no man enye ite basara na ma pressure ni nyina ba begina pressure ni nyina begina atibie kwan no so nti de ye se ne sempanyifo nhwe nanka ombetumi asiesie obome no before Easter because Easter eye be say few weeks ahead nanka yentimi enyu kwan ni miedu nyina na emwa yen ti no sa pepepe na yesese because
we have so down
o mare dia basem enso o man no ye tie nkokofo mo amuchi adom mo amuti adom ye tie mu nyina fa my you see ha mame
well it's about the Democrat the every man ho kwan but so who say rent won hihye sunku bi ba so ya we
dia we ya
hihye sunku na ba o o man ukuada nyame adma rent won komo pa bi komo na de I say kejua because make
man
ade entimi nye adwuma na
man me de ye na to de bia ye mpese ye beye anobuja what you say odi omo famra
it's acting a commissioner no rent medame ni akola buchi asisumpa tie koma wodi aba
Rent Law or Rent Act 220 of 1963 section 2 of that act naturally say was said president should invoke that section under his powers under 1951 of the Constitution. 1963. That is the 220th law of the Republic of Ghana by Parliament. For 63 years now, nobody appointed it.
Wow.
Number 2, you have the second law, PND's law 138, 1986. Now, me kumno say, Nsem bekan halon, enye busirimuka. Enye Frederick Opoku as a acting commissioner medeba. In fact, I'm saying not President Mahama will bear 4 years. Or 3 years, maybe 5 years, I cannot best tell.
Yeah.
It says President Mahama in inside our law. All the president come and gone are aware of this law. They decided not to do anything about it. Just that housing issues has not been a concern and a matter to them. Not at all. Issue of housing has never been a bother to any one of the president come and gone. It's unfortunate 69 years after into independence. So sad. Maybe as it may, there is a visionary president who has seen that he wants to reset the system. And God be so good, he is thinking and saying, say, rent issue should be factored. And trust me, peace, reconciliation, and happiness will come to our homes. So far, the president has given me the power of this country to make sure that the laws of this country works. Nothing stops me, and nothing will not stop me. Nothing. Unless they take their power back. That one is up to them. Nothing. No fear or favor from anywhere. I don't do MPP in this matter here. It's about the law. This the power that appointed the Gina gave him. There's nothing that can be done. We will make sure the law works in this country. Look, if you look at the PND's law 138 and Act 220, Lady Kane was say no landlord under section 25. No landlord has any right for to demand rent advance exceeding 6 months. Was say obieli to me obetima rent advance who demand it. You can go for imprisonment 6 months or you pay 250 penalty units. Imprisonment home. And no judge will sit in a chair and say he will not apply it. You must apply it. They should apply it because they are interpreting the law. They are there to interpret the law. It's what is in the bosom of who? No one is better and bigger than the law. If the law says so, they must interpret it. And it is clear, black and white, that don't demand 6 months, you go to jail. Number 2, the law in section 5 of the Act.
That's the name.
Repeated in section 20 of the Act 220 and reminded us in section 5 of the PND's law 138 say there's something called rent card, like a booklet, a page, just a pair. So hide there. A man is you perceive the I'm happy between you and the landlord. The history, your tenancy agreement or your receipt or and section 5 tells any landlord, all the landlord, every landlord, give within 7 days when will be according to contract, some people call their rent card.
7 days.
The repercussion and offenses that one farmer now ultimate them 6 months. After 7 days after when you enter into tenancy agreement, within 7 days, he should give you the rent card.
I saw the rent card amount.
Rent card, the name of the landlord, the name of the tenants, house number, location of the house, contact, which we are saying, Anytime there's an increment, the landlord must call for the paper and change it in it. Me says some people no card no. Who behind them within 7 days now treat. I was say landlord to must card no. Card no. Bibi to say landlord needing. While behind us within. We contact. House number. Dana behind on the was saying. Maybe I me 100 Ghana a month. Total me 1,000 Ghana cedis. My landlord no. Ebia sanitation, mitria 1 cedi, a woman. Skebia landlord G and na so tree or sapipanim. If there's a change at any time on free will not at least within 14 days no onje, no collected that changes in room. It is a interwantobisim interna magic card na. Me who the history, what has gone on within one any landlord.
Landlord no.
But now tenant or landlord are saying say there is no law in this country, so from ma be to me or more. Sad rent control na sa law in buy. Rent control is the creature of the Rent Act. And the PNDS law 138. It's a rent control. That name rent control department came out of that law no. Now the law says few bians won't mean sorry keke no say matome dem there must be nyina so. Say what na ufi say metuma me de me na meto me block. Me na meto me cement ntima tum. Upa is unlawful. Unless you seek the approval, obenya akonya ama rent control me pacho. Me pese me to me danimu. Na dan pese me to no me nyina so nie. Prof, these are the factors. Obetime just I told them Ghana. That could be no wan kasa na wo kire wadwe. It is not lawful. 1. For example, dan me my maintenance home.
Okay.
My NCC ama manya improvement no improvement and I say impuntuo abo wana brabom enti no say first no na we ni ha ya fix you ha ampa afi de me ba na ha ntesa but manya impuntuo brabom me ba na insuo no eto insuo to ha flade na roof fish it eliki na doors enye adwuma na plumbing na ha nye bi na do ye ni nyina based on that no ma boa edin okrom enti me ye na maboka enti rent control amumi atwe na assessment ti me no ma certificate of assessment eti woni certificate of assessment woni tumi bia so to dem Ghana wuti min traga out wa ubu ha prof 20 years ago you see that on to cement da on to iron rods da on petit dan da and you to cement was smart to dem da na cement boy dey
Waman hene babena sande Waman hene babena sande Waman hene babena sande what I say what carry I want it
Adom FM 14 minutes after 8 what your cousin fidi there emzo wasemka
oman kasade mo se panyi afia hyase mu a na mahunu so mampani ebo ni din na de meka ne se de wo kan nyina oman ye ya we dadawo menyi ni so bi wo man ma onim senkansese yemu no ensase fiera bia ge rent na say advance abro 6 months but a big 1 year big 2 years yeah way but your problem are yenya no all these years enforcement say aban panyi ben na anya sa hoode na enforce say ye ko han dan a na no ameche obi dan a wasi so de 3,000 Ghana oni hwan ko ka che ne say untumi fast edan no enye sa abo no obi kra ti mu dada o man obi agiti mu dada ena sa 3,000 woji no 1 year ebi krampo charge in dollars Ghana ya ebi charge in dollars enti kasa ne de na daroma o man yatia by now was ya jeli fiera ba kumienu miensa we na say ya de fiera nine akwakogina court because edan na wusi no wusi awie se ye ne be ba rent dan no ya me rent ya wankasa wontumi si dan no na wonna edan na wasi na bansoro ye wo mo be sadio no kwa wontumi ndam wo de rent it's a wood rent ni ya was say down me was a fiera for the adwuma no so on fa nya adwuma na afibia fiera person to dan kam and so dan na wotim no wonya hye wo dan no and so a fiera person to dan kam ade kra say wo dan ma wa fiera no man omwa o meye I just what to my na waji ni sika no aje wan kasa adu sika ko sese because ade na say wo dan no how ɛdan yɛ fiewura enua wɔde ɛyɛ ne dɔɔso ne adeɛ enua pra tiles nyina atutu wokɔ ka kyerɛ fiewura ɔde ɛnɛ ɔde ɔkyena wagye ne sika ɛnyɛ nasɛm wobɛtena ma tenam wontena ma tukɔ enti yɛpɛ kamafoɔ ɛna meka sɛ panyi yi deɛ wɔkan ne adeɛ no nyinaa no ɔman yɛnim dada but deɛ yɛsɛ no ne sɛ yɛwura Freddy Kopoku yɛsrɛ no kasa no deɛ ɔnte so na action no ensu nka wɔba wɔkan ɔman wɔmma yɛ data mebaayɛ bɔtɔ na mo wei mayɛ ɔman medi fiewura miɛnsa wei gyina court yɛnka wie yɛ ɔyɛ deɛn wɔkɔgye obi rent 1 year wɔkɔgye obi rent 2 years afe so yɛ no wato dan kanim ɛsesa ne mma kwan saa sɛ ɔbɛsɔ na percentage a wopɛ bia no na ɔde ato dan ka mu enti no media ne sɛ wɔba yɛn kyerɛ yɛn let us hope but mo de yɛ no mo kasa bebree rɔma ne yɛ no adwuma yɛ no because so sɛ ɔbɛsɛ gigi energy bɛhu adwom wohu deɛ bɛyɛ na wayera Omane bia ni scholarship asema ye kan yo. Ekwara ni bia banta da so. Ghana forma o. Media ye na eye me yase. Ye di politics we bia mu se yade. Ghana forma akodi senseme obi man so because abanda da ne mom scholarship. So no ye CPP ni, so ye NDC ni, so ye MPP ni. Oman it doesn't matter. At the end sa kwada no ko ginim de. Na oba be yesa bi mo yesi nyina ye bebo dia ka se asumasi oye Ghana this year ye be hwa ye ho se de ye nuan mu bia ba ye papa Kofi na mu ne ade yi oman ye de bebo ye ho safo hene se sa akwada we oye Ghana ni it's akwada we ye Ghana ni enimade ye wonya scholarship free aban bi ho akwakotena brochire sua de na ban sesa ba na aban bi aba ne ye jasa ya to sa akwada na jeje mu oman ye dem se rasafo je Oye juma oman we know the yettie ene de ekoso no yenim si oye juma but so ma make sure no man hwese san kwada ya abandada ne de omko hon ma oman ebi hu de omunye o
ensem bebe even just this morning and pain na kodani biafre na one bobna na nam kan say omo bobna sa wan ye careful ebe distract ka but all that you can see and say well, you talk to the rightful authorities.
It's the rightful authorities. Almost to a man and
they know.
Omanaji beka to say Ghana nkwala yi bia kwakọ na mesisika he na 10,000 kwampo ko euros mu ase pounds mu man eye sen ho.
They know.
Eye sen ho. Adan ye de amanyo se mo ye ho sei. Yiba safoje wo ye adwuma ba san kwada ye akodi sense mo bi man so a wo mo kwaji nim de aba. Amenyi said they were underqualified. They were qualified do munya se opportunity no. Mudi abu be fa bi krompa mo mama ne nku san kwada yi ho mo hwe kwada no mo wie school no ma ye nya sa because sika no ma na ye nyina sika o
of course
yira asafojo otis scholarship secretariat odom no enye ne bottom sika no de man kwada so mo fa nsu ade wo bi man so enye omampani bottom sika e na osasafojo je sa sika we na fa run scholarship enye obi bottom sika eye yankasa ye sika itade ne yankasa ye ma akodi sense mo bi man so na ye fa sika nkoma nkwara no
okay so mo ama no ne am free na madam mo channel to the scholarship secretariat na
amunyesa amumuni pabrosa
address mo issues no so important ya dehye ye ma ye nananom ye offers nim ye yerenom ye kununum na akoka kwantimfi
adusua
aban so na se akọ afide owakoka kwantimfi
ono ya pamo ma fi school mu na doso nti sika na ye di kan tu aye ani awose ye se charge obi o
ehwa anko banfa so sa
because sika na ye di kan ye tu ya se di pa no level 300 so level 400 so level 200 no sika na ye di kan ye tu ya no se ye ntumi anhwa ma na anko na we ye dia ne chese ya waste sika no fa so bi ama so ama yen
se eno
awose se charge obi
eno nti na ye sika se makọ atwe na mampanyin di krata to abo so o mampanyin krata se ne de mo amututu kwa nyina no hwebe mo homeso na enkofa chief of staff na chief of staff no sambro famro no adana meka se mama men kaze
oman he no krani nyamie ne me de niema ni bi wo hono ma ahun eniema ni bi ni nsem ni bi wo hono ma hwe yetia ne ye kan kwada akodi nsem obi man so wo de se nyame adom Independence Day celebration no yakate cost sak ye cost yakate so all the compare the previous government no and the expenditure na ewo celebration ho asasika no omo fan ko to scholarship nkwara no enko to school fees ne man ne ehunu say ye cut Independence Day celebration no say sika no ye save ye no what the yen fan quite kra na banda da no ne last Independence Day celebration o ye and the cost involved best 100 million and one Ghana cedis na ye de no man ye say ye cut ye na say ye o mampani atena ye pe no ye save 50 million say 50 million no ye de kwaso kwada no previous government na wo fa wo na ye ja wo so mo obi man so entity get a man san what to me school fees akotu asaban ese o mobosa ban be show mama wie school no ye for sasika no ko man sa eso yis ne abrochire ko ne conference ne ade na ade enfa so be na wo so man
ade umpe omukoje
adisua ben
omo upgrading knowledge
knowledge ben o man knowledge ben de enti na aye de ama ye o man yimu
woni ba sua hunu
omo de be ye de ye be ye de no maye new inventions ben no maye na ye ko ni ma sha open gates nko a ye ko ni ma ye panyi be no so to mayima onto kwan da ko duro bi ma so ko hu se ye gates nyina underground enne ye tia akonya ye enne nyina no ye go so ye open drains ento ba no mutu kwan de no mukosua
hwe de na se wo kusua de
o mukosu e de no mukosua o ma musua de
ade na musua na hu sunsun so na ye
ensu ene ye bre ne wo kwa ye den etu utina play mu aye be boka na watina play makwa kwa hwewi makotwa pictures na ade abeto abekai wo na abema wo ntiri ma se wutu kwan kwa brochire na ade na wo ko hunu ye no awon kasa onim so betumi di bia bo man mama ya sesa na wo fa ma na mo so da bia na training na workshop ade na ba wo bia na mo dia bego na bon futuro na mo bosie sika
etene nhihye ne se ye mo ho modin bia se sa akwantu dodo na ese ekoje adesua ekoje ntitiye no emu dodo na ebe wo Ghana hanum se enti no na aye
so mu twetwa mu kra because so mu nkosua hwe per diem yen ko ne okwa buffet didi pete yen ko so yin na no mada so no abetena assembly no abetena municipality na yetete wo saa
abantua kai
man eyareho de bia ya kasa saa na nkwara me de ye meya wo empanyifo na ewom no krompo de at least once a washa se ebo brempo a wo de apes scholarship no they can manage na kwada wo mo brother o wie ni school na ya sa kwara yinimade o qualify ye de nako na kwara wa kwaka ho wan onim no ho aban na de ne koye aban se ya to ojeje mu ye ntua.
All right, it's my dot at your double cut and the baby Maukwana fe with the birthday message. That's a Basabacono. Star Oil Cement Cow say over 240 stations or my baby. If you're on the lookout for high quality fuel, great service, and a real value for money, Star Oil and I make count for Eddie Mounty, baby Anambiano. Say oko perfangwa tonkwana should be Star Oil for quality and affordable fuels. Namaka also say MPA semen cow say unibia petrol tanker bia na se fuel tanker bia ebe ko ebutuo mchese be hwase na ade mrika be ko gidi because be apart from say wankasa onkwa no udidi agoro no enyema wapom den ho nsem ana afi etimi ma eja eto baby basa ekofa yo no edebre jom say so okoto sa nkwanhia ni bidia de say odika ye ne say ofre Ghana National Fire Service and as a Ghana Police service for na wonamra sa bia ono medi djuma ana oni bia so akoto bia san frɛ number we 0302 550380 ma onkwa ehu ehia o chen a gallon of fuel nanda insimeti en anko yintino yen hye no maka wo se anopa hodni nyina gina milo so nti ye mofra no ye mo wontimi embo milo ni bingu ni peduanum na mo milo ma that support na be release energy me vitamin D ma that energy to start the day and to go a year further. I mean nti krata na se sen
man ya sra for no mo prew bomba kan
mi hu se
sini ka se wa chichire hu
na se wa
bomba kan o se
e wa chire ene se unifil adwuma mo ye na unfortunately
so me Ghana for
oh papa sentina wo hwa for minister aka se omo bonjuso nti no
ti enko bia na
omo bonjuso nti hwehwemu bekoso na wasa aka kire mpanyfo edise adwuma se Ghana for
into me bombo mu bia na maybe
okay she bomb na
so we say na so ya teta me to bomb ni bi o man
e dey go for mba wo dey 1 second be show kru nyina se dey go for
town e be say o mo bra yo
dey say ko fo mutima hihye bomb ana mo
o man Iran ya to bomb yi ko hoyi what you say oti o mo so America ni ba kokra wukuna
o mo ni jibruso
Dabio ombe ku chese a big deal
and make yeah
to know the best see any the
so ntimi bo no be kon pepepe ono be kon pepepe so that's a very sad
yeah sir for a 9 yeah no more United Nations mission na chese bombu ya no e bi ekotifa
one unfortunately sad ya ekosu eno na joa be se na pe am monitor fan go bo no Pija
ni number $100 ekosro and anopekra na I was reading say eba no Iran na say omo no to be produce be say so omo lucy be 3 million barrels production no omo lucy enti no so the way say ekono say ya ni ade dia we say kwaka na bi mu hunu ni say we prophet of doom and say bibi etisa but ye wo hai anim before kasa
that's the reality too
anim before kasa and menyini say yet space a de ekoso no affect yen yet bibia ekoso adwaman so bia it affect that fu abo call from koye we e wo wi ase adwaman so no e na ye fu aye fofofo ye tie ya ye enjoy ye to ye nyina ye ni agi nti e pagya wo wi ase adwaman so a wo ye den wo beto full about wo Ghana unless aban say ne bo na ye din wo wi ase adwaman so no tax e wo so nyina aban ya clear free so o ma no ate ase ba sa dia
ekura no enye adwuma ketwa
ba say aban ye to nyina free so dia e be ba fom so ate ase na ni ya de wan siri kwa sa beto akiri wo mo yi ni nyina de be ba fom nti mpa ya ye mo ne say eku na asie no wo mo betwa so animanim ya o mo be sizi fire so na say nkofo bombo ayi companies ni industries o mo oil ni ade o hwe Saudi Arabia say ya the biggest your friends oil company bomba kan ma almost shut down ni ade ni nyina no e de wo how ebeba nti no ye mompa ye and we are being told to say ye nipa 9 na omo ye asrafo na no mo ni United Nations interim force e wo Lebanon edi djuma no omo ho ye nso eno eho amane nti March 6 no 6 March na ye Independence Day na sade no esiye eno eho asam ewo ha na ye rakojo pon kroma so enfoni eda delegate ani ma o mana o say Ghana for sure ma sitnam ena de kasa enye inflation figures ni percentage ena omo de kasa it is aban say na inflation be do 3.3 a onko abontin ko bisa Ghana for say ombotom te sen friend say duano nko dwom moto no sen de otwika so fo no oto ne sen na de ono so eyusu kane na no so no oto no sen eno eho asem ewo ha Emmanuel anyima ewo ha sei na wo chese illegal mining no o se aban ekono den aban di interventions bebre no na ba wo mo de ekon eye galamsey kon no nti wo ye Ghana ni anya rehemu waban mu se ade bia wo so ye na galamsey ase betu no betu na last week your man Chamfan mo che wo port no nya de keto
yes me so mo a lot of containers
Chamfan crofo kra
na still akukudo no ho
containers no meni ahen na me yes interview me say wo mo say enye machine de ba na eyade a ye be hyehyɛ wo ha sei ebia nse ya chibie o containers mu Chamfan wo de ba eden galamsey nti no ne kyese de anyima eka wo hai saban na eye ho adwuma no e wo mu dendenden na yase fraud boy bi romance cam yi bia ye friend Derek Van Yeboa over 40 years dodo na friend Van ye so mo de ne court no ono a wagye atum say kwado e de abono no e no kre $10 million romance scam and our koya yachino into United States Attorney Southern District New York J Clayton na wode sa semi etuja March 5th what say we no say international criminal organization mo ewia $100 million from victims what ma na yesa romance kam ye ye twempena bo kra be ma pa social media no de oba picture na to ene ho sensem no ehwehwemu ekoso na womo egusunsu edi hu djuma o man eno no daily guide mu amane eno no na ya hyase a ya gigi sika bi ema owura bi minim sa watia Hayford bi ni your friend is saying bibi abe sinitim I say pompo bi abe sinitim a ama na ni afra no mo say cha ebe affect na dwen ama waka dem cross stroke ache na kadem nti so man ye hia sika o de be kwakoye sa surgery no eno ho sika na aka ya gbo ho amane adofo bi no mo de ba ne ade na yenim se enye easy sa enye easy kra sika ye ayet se hunimunwi ne momo yesre mo ayen na he for ntumi enkoye surgery and mani mama no hia 120,000 Ghana cedis 120,000 Ghana cedis and a Hayford ehia or 45 years and I waka them na yira o chi plantations no chi koba de obenya no ne abusua ne kwadame ensa o mabedi nti ye hia momo a number na ye de ebeji ye de odi sika ne befa so no eye multimedia number wo ya edin beba no eye Adom Praise 0593 038 769 0593 038769 eno any number ye de eje wo mo a ketua bi ensa mama aja ketua bi ensa mo he for wate na yentumi enko ene surgery na onya hoto
I see
mananya easy
number no say
0593 038769 Edi beba ye Adom Praise.
Okay.
Ye multimedia MDL ye number. Iti aba ye kwa account so straight. Iti me so ya men friend number no. Wo de wo send sika na hu Adom Praise a ye hwa. Wo fra obi amfa. Why? Obi wo person won friend no hu say ye number no ansa no afa. O de o start na ye Adom Praise a ye no a. Ha hu frɛ because wo be frɛ sa obi amfa. Why?
Right.
Me das. Iti man da bokrata no sama babu ba ya ahokyere ni ade ya omo eye dom kuma no ka no wo ha na de wen biem oman okay probe no na de na woka no hwehwemu no oman bibia ye probe
onya happy with the headlines ana bibia ni wa Kenya o sa
oman ya sebo batebeyi say Ghana Edima and a probe into Lebanon attack.
Foreign Minister Eke. Ebeyi.
Ubisa. Aye.
Okay. Ghana beyi.
Yara oh man.
Yeah, bubu boy.
Me mo bubu na you see unless say why wadwen say wo de wasi waso ana wakata wani say de ekoso no wonhu ye ana wonte ye
esuni ye ban na na
yesuni ye beye wom no man
ye ne yo no
ebeye den se ebesesa and we are praying say enforce say wo man yi musa me kra na di mi a o man emra no ni minni na ye hunu say bibie ni hodma asotwe ni ho ade bi a wo ye asotwe wo ho na wo de hwe kwan a ye hwe nsa wo mo kwan a ye wo man ba bi ya block kwan anya ho na ka fa no na driver ni ho no wonam baby a block kwan say enya ho ne fa no chese be mu pentem a it wo sa nipa na wo boss abra no wi abetena dem abeba obubo si Ghana nkoso ya block kwan enya che baby a yemfa wonni mu de omo ye wo science free ho na o man ye de yi pillars asisi ho na driver ni efa because onu nko na ni munyansa obetumi abra ho na besi wanim no we dia fa ho it state wo ma bia contractor dija ho koye no beba no na san ye west we are not some bonus so was a kwan ye ntem what ya fa nso wo kwan no so na hwe woni so ade the driver say eye wo adan
I see so okay we na kai messe contractor for so contract bia no we dem say wudwi kwan no so e say odi nsuo guso ti esre titu mu amoye makoye mu amoye pantan kwan ya ne be 4 times ya mai contractor kron mesro gugusu nsuo na enuane ayi di ni futura fa ho ma say bam se koko se bayira ya chiu se nama ya chiu enama ya tutu insu ayeto drinks ayeto bibia ye dibia no you can imagine o man akasa ye mfuturu man nti se esa ko nya contractor so on samfa insu nkura sangu aya kware bra wo enso another matter altogether ti besre contractor titru wo aye Panta hospital kware so no mesere bebre afresh mo map sa bypass na aya mo friend di mai kaka bypass o de be ma no wow so share no say no hunya dia abaka kokam no say ja no press
omo siesie
David be omfa
omo siesie
omfa nti yes contractor titru wo Panta kwa so na make wo ye Panta kwa na mpa sa hospital no ye a major hospital anafe ni practice bio ina so on kakana nti once you are doing it Mr. Koko resio wachi resio eduane gari resio ye tonam ye tonsu ni na ye to din fresh or it's not healthy yeah
my way
but make say me catch us because
but my the past man unya MP obedi be MP member of parliament
well my say fellas
oh man unya MP obedi
ahomti
o man me ba unya MP obedi
ahomti me president name MP dey say for
o man meti heyi me se me yensem twadwuma
yeah ehun susuaso no
ehun susuaso se me sore ahomache de me bakra koto boarding because me ya no pani usa me sore ahomache menyo obi hwe no nyame na aye adom aye ado aba makoyi na fi boarding aba I cannot complain. It's here kwatwo for super so say na na ni abre person how many times na kwatwo for super so person di MP
no nim say ehun susuaso
bisa ne se sika he na o di wura mu ansa na obeye member of parliament it's here na be complaining meti e ne se me MP sune obi so ano
ye tatando
nti on resign e no nkwa wo me nyame adom na ban aba or presidency or your head or your director of communication or man on resign say possible una okoye
say stressful
na fa so bia ni so sika bia ni mo kra na wo beti way to the point at a point kra no wo ka tell you so you pay 500 Ghana man na fa faka boss ye mpe wo sa ho kire we mu yes sad ye pema into man on resign
okay
o say ye friend say me na me de me ho ba ye abra se bukwa man kase for say me pempi adwuma no ano e de dodo mintimi o man no wajai but me de bia me kase adwuma wo mu a wo ye complaining no enye papa obi antechire wo o man ntumi a jai ngena me bisa so munnim adwuma MP adwuma no because ye adwuma ye nim de wom and I am how members of parliament or mobile pa. It is a sin and you chose to say you wanted to be a member of parliament. You cannot complain. It's a no Rebecca says shut up and work.
Okay, so 37 minutes after 8, just for the same Adom 106.3 FM. Because one fresh drop still natural mineral water in Supapa Aba just once you are drinking fresh drops still natural mineral water na eboama odaboko na wetibenya hodin surunko so available in 500 ml na 20 jars no and afi sachet dodo na nkasa de so per fresh drops still natural mineral water ni bia offer number we 0552250 290 2250 Yerika bonka yese adom kwa Easter no taso bare inti share so say obey part of a year hashtag adom kwa Easter nemom Franco Fuada Roma on the phone papa befi chest freezers washing machine microwave blenders anafe CCTV camera one MTN eSIM ene dodo na nkasa ebia na onyanko ya dodo na nkasa ye call eSIM no did you also say you are downloading my MTN app now if you are called seamless ene ma mema karo akwa no what you say
bia boko na so e
onyame adom bia kama good that weekend net say Eyara nyen crash. Yeah, you know. But good. And opedi na eko.
MP for Otafo, wa trendy weekend yi. Vincent Eko Asifwa. Pictures na videos about Bontin say Owari weekend yi. Nim say when bia.
Me no Owari
it's a private ceremony. But they say it's no longer private. Once our pictures near the above was
in front of my yes. You are so ready. So because Coco me pese me mad me pese babo. Wo ko party cry the above say mfunyi ni hono. E ho na bo say abna e dey afia man kwa.
Abna do be twa. Abna
party aka.
O did the full be si won wasa.
Na social media for ne dio bo say private. O mo wale dem no mo ntira mo dem na nka dem hoy. Be kan wa sam cry den.
I had drink too much.
No man release pictures by. Oh man, your man release pictures.
Over YouTube, over pictures.
Purely photo shoot.
Photographer. Photographer they try.
Omudia no, omudia. Ba wo ba na wo na wo kan wo ba wo betwa kwai.
But on all way is what post it.
Na me post you na fa ho ben. Hey, is it wo ba ya so mu ye kra o. Akwaboa post me.
Yo, if you're nocturnal also trendy.
Yeah.
Say Saturday rapaholic. Yes.
Only me penance and power.
Yeah. Rapaholic has Saturday in UK.
Yeah.
Say or joining our stage, you know, and a baby bump review. Honor or chair will be a say or fair through near day. Oh, say,
hey, must we you? And then I'm of them. You need to adjust and understand.
Into why baby bump review.
It's a baby bump review. Then we did.
Say all banana
reveal
reveal like wakata so. But then I started to nominate idea no and obi so say near konye into obi ehu. Nti eno na ema efia air trendy na agrada kwa story enra eno ukọ social media obehu ne ma memo ne ade obi a she white ne ade and the same one am so she black na onu so no trendy o say ebisa ne say properties na mu de wen no pe eno se ono onpe ka onpe dan agrada no pe enya sem ketwa
yeru asiama
na asem o kan no no na
asiama
yetie no
wow asem o asiama I'm saying no I'm flash you no sure all kasa no kasa ebi no mu kasa tia nenza se for so kasa I see yeru asiama okay intie ne
Adom FM. Ibifie. Just me ba. Ibifie. Eniama. Yes. Really is a simple. And you want to tell.
Well, so
last time I work on fie no hwe.
I see.
Nyo pa any mami agrada. It's in your home no.
Okay.
Me adom much na ye be share.
Yeah, the Franco for us in the MTN sim for us say what you didn't come say it me the abre. Me ho akwa na I mean this way.
And if for party team.
If you're much
yeah, be a dear.
I don't
pay the boko. Yamia don't be fine. Say me who white and black in the view. Yamia 28. March na dey said abena bo ho time na you already see her na dey tintim. Ti say unya krankra adwene damu no ne ade anya bad. No fufu emu omre kakra ya me fufu eposi mu na wanya meko ne ginger kakra na pampam ne je ne wo mu a aish anope se unya bi enye bad nti se adua ne wo pe bi adia nyame yadma 28 e wo se enyina ye hie mu e we ne mu ha ya Adom TV fufu party ai dai beba so no na ye ba bedi enkomo me sremo ne die mu akonya kakra mo dia ma me
you are Felix eniko eniko you are Felix kwachu fuzu machi apom di say well, Majili se bibia kama our Jubilee House.
Nyame adom bibia boko.
Mo de krata free hwaba. You are Callistos in Sana Shas. Can we get a better understanding of what that krata seeks to achieve?
Yo, me da se bebe. The sense say obeka ya, abro mampeni mama e born to so be mampeni no. But it will just say e ka your bono aban ho no e do so to. It was say ye bibi ni yeteso. So na be ye sika e dia hye niam afoforo a e bebo manfo abrabo. And then no oka say the ministers of crowd the family of so from around this time to 2017 there were 123 ministers. You do the could do 80 to 90. The Mantini Mama can say of into about 60. In fact, since Niami Abema Dr. Manibu Ameshimu and then Mutala Efimono. In fact, on Facebook crash 90 different youths and the CIA Dibu minor. And what you know, you're going to be presidential office staff. And as a member of the political appointees office of the president. Around this time, 2017, now NIPA 361, and on your political appointees. Men cast civil servants, more possible. Omonomusi, other government agencies, then far a couple for the Amba. But here were 361 political appointees, office of the president, under President Akufo-Addo, 2017 now to 2020. At least, Abra Eba Bemono, 2024, now depend here Jumawo, office of the president, our political appointees. No me 331. In fact, Yamenta dear, if you are now she and woman and after now she be seen. Yet the list I hear demand after the amount of the court parliament, sending a management. You want to say accessible by 100. By 100.
So from from 3 to also 200, is that the case?
Yeah, around that figure.
Okay.
Any year, first one, yeah, they bet say a council. After so, my other son say a baby can make the bab on Chester Mampeni. I can say a year, Swan, yeah, the man you club with your friend, full allowance and if we allocation, and it's with him. You can see a bright apartment, I did neglect a share. Now, I will say, and say, Busumi, the young man found what would be. Those are my penitential, me and I'm too much found. Omwa aka ya power me na so omwa no tomo fango nkame so ye car o man penye tisu bi
okay
am I in DSTV na senga na nka be ko office bia na obi o ba amanfo o hwe no man penye ahye eye presidency bia no ye ntwem nke ba presidency am say uyi ni office free wa okay office bia ni ho san wo bi super bia no kwa no eye special case am ko ye because e ja me ye fencing.
Exactly. Who did yeah.
If I don't know, my penny, there was an exception. And yet, you know, Obi and what say we used to be. And after so, I told just say, I bind penny for us to 2 coin. A man penny and one if I crack up by, I did kind say, the way or swap for 1 episode 2 coin. Because J permission. Permission, it's free chief of staff for. Na permission ni na so a ya de be ma ne se obekire se akwantu a wutu na ho passport bi de mo man no ye hwe na passport ni so a enya de a ye betene ye ntumi nka se oh me ye ni santi me tu kwan akɔhwɛ fence ye flower show ntumi kɔhwɛ bi ana se ye conference kwan be pass bi ku me due nti me ko bi dabi. It must be beneficial, must be relevant to a man no ansa no man penya ma kwan feko. International aba after so be kokra po a ebirum na umutu kwan in first class afa na reba be mu first class no board mpa to ran permit that be o minister want to me to kwan on first class ayi the so business class and ebirum for the economic class international odi aba na won say abem no ebirum wa no musu say say no enka wo mu especially board members what the board members no enye full time employment. Obi wa ye ejuma deda ana se wa ye ejuma no akwa ahudie mu ene akwa no se o me board member nti o muhia empendodo bi afemu nyina nti nsu se bi ono no nye appointee efe ne bi amene ye swafo a na so obi ye CEO nti o musu se fa hye no mo nka ho nti mo wan hwe ya no mo akwa ye ne ye bi a ebu o mampeni hye ne so nti na de obi abete ne ho ase a enfa etinwe bi ama no obi a tiri mu nye no na nti no ena Dr. Kalisov Mama assign issues with dia. So all board members are affected by former penny directive. It is a reason you also be 2 kwanya. I was there with the crack according chief of staff. Now we 2 minutes in the hall and stand a wako. Now no kwano. So would say if I support here, this is going to the Mwaba and stand ya mwakwenya. So be 2 kwanya ewa binding. They want us and I will 2 kwanya. And then I told you what was 1 hour moka. I say your man is can record here. I was able to me.
I see. Well, okay, so that's it. Yeah, Felix, but clearly, not just a man who say there is that potential bit to abuse it, and it's been abused. A good pass, until because a very, very good seman paying temper and what in was a numbers of more abuse. What would a Obiso not genuinely, and cannot. But over time, yeah. If I deal with buy, the aim of the partners and commitment because last year, Nami applauded the finance minister so call, any part of do it took on boom, minister Wakata or Yibi Biakra free or cry to a very appreciable number of people. Even on Mampeni crown and I couldn't woman. What is to say wine? Tell me no Casino Wagana about Mampeni, South Korea. So me need you map what you be there was going to no more. On Famenco. I hope and pray say that supervision be effective and efficient because
let me catch you say omampania eni abere pa. In fact, enye say bia waye we amanfo check it. There's a system to check. Obi a oye aban peri obetu kwan wo Ghana efi Ghana e bi omampani ni. Nti ka wo kona say why need to me a obetu waso. Because enye say nya na ebetu abonti nti obi a mu nti bi.
All right. Well, especially on this celebration of a year independence hour, most you are cutting your more to size and to order, and also your damwase for some.
And to talk or my but we still celebrated it.
The celebration was good. In fact, some of that was okay. Some of the assemblies in Crown they adapted a different strategy where they took advantage of a fear Dokorieno and on the proper ACCA. I think that one to a bit. We are still keeping that eagle eye and watch. Well, I'm afraid they are in the same MPD. I am home to credit amount.
After we put the winner thing up by the conscience some time ago when we open the bank. And nothing. I was say the Akobani say MPs do now through some of the bomb machines. I know my command what because that MPs will break up and nothing kuma. So we share in 24 years Juma bank Sabatami and selling in more. Omo break any MPs. Because the same thing they say. One say minister, then a minister. Maybe you do crowd, the dear son crowd, do crowd, not with number, so be shop. Me and what presidency say, as our presidency, security checks are one of them, there's no corner of the back, so we need to make the opportunity. But MPs there, so we are a course ye, Wabra Parliament, Jim, and now show you now, Kufia, Obian will be out. We are sorry, none the part about them, about so. Or how be our woman? I was not the woman. Now, you come back for said the Aketia, Minister Jena, would you be Aketia, Jena, would you be? And no crown, we share a car with born in the away. And Yadia, I don't call continue. Now, we are saying you are what to Mika, and you actually practice any now. Oh, would be that was the school fees. Would be some would be fencing the Piscaya Juma. Any in some baby, and so was one. Nantempi, no Sacobani say, amount what to say, yeah, MP Senia, Acadia, yourself why war ministries, any judiciary. Enya, not acquaintance and baby. The opportunities are calling. In Tempi, no more central for me and Siasa MP Senia Calum, pay, not eject them. That's on my alone. Ayabusia. Abiding you, Emayan. Nasabusiano, answer now when Sabaka can crown or not, Yasasi at all. When you knew you can, as we are two. I got to the bra, obituary. I am not for candidate as Garciano for MP. Yeah, my as Garciano, Muslim 9 Akichi, I had the Mawasibia, I will be MP. And in the I said you would do good be. Now, some of what's a coffee bufu so waba, na your cassetia and your cassetia parliament. But that's not catch us on my. Tika be the one a free parliament with no bar. A bang, Sika, MPs, SN, or Majum can be also. And none of the Biafita MPs, a usual bottom edition constituency for. A doss of the gray SN, Sika, or Modina Ketium, and I said before for a parliament. Oh, now nobody go now. I could not be say MPs said the use can do a parliament. I know duty and I offer before I met her answer. That would be MP Biakasa, or mine. Now what you train? Now so a year, it didn't be a way to Biano, Nuhukum. Somebody was a shank one of Mako. And the crate. If you're not watching Edwada, or try Acha Ukiada. Yes, I didn't cry about it. May organizer Amos. And Atakura, as a workshop. No matter the craft attention Tiaba. Osimo senior Bentini, a sea common now, and Stamako Neba, number dear no, may a corner once. Man, Cosocran, I say, Achinamako. Oh, would be our actually bedding. If I want a crano, Yeah, did you war aspect no na so tiaka. Yeah, what sign akọ eye abadin to no na wokoyi ntoboa. Ena e friend saying afasha hodo e bekoso. Instead de be afasha de bro de wo ho na bekoso a e say MPs akoni na. Any sorry conventions, sorry programs. Any de say ka ho bebiri. It not say Ghana for say. Ye ka omo blower memu a e MP say o man pedi so ono say Jubilee House or Ghana man pedi na until how o man nyina ada so. But in terms of direct personal engagement with people who Ghana, they MPs na yes ade no. Oba na party for ka. So your structures, your branches, your constituency executives. But man most me aka kire say party nkomre nyina MPs.
Well, just nkomo
we MP wo constituency wa party e ka ese bo na da wo.
Just nkomo
abasa hwe me global week say ya me pet wo no say medimani ebu a be 200,000. Omo a eto aba a omo di wo ready so mo be 76,000. No. If you just say we dey enter some mo eto aba keke krapo e na say wo hwe ma ene e koswa. Just look at the numbers. Iti ano pe bia da me fie na nipa be ahami no kwa ahami ensa go. Omo pemwa. Because iti na stress the mboni a ye de bo MPs no ye be sere na abafom. And tisa me nipa bi ehu no no. Obro wo mu no nya asam ketwa. We ni be ka say this an impossible job. Iti de bia no eye onyanfo aho na drisu ne atofo se ne konengara. Mi so no mo kwamba na mafa so kwa metumi di MP be 5 times. That was how
I see. Well, all right, you better within this week is what and then Nyoma Mino, I'm a person, a Gibran, ye do come. A year, and you know, my Hodeno say the complaints that shall see a bat, a tour, a dasono. We see me to mechanic, and I should never come to mechanic, the Anamo Mutua for immediately, and nothing. Ye besa de ania hwe ekwan ye ko etia e former good year to a yentu no ne kwan so ekwan ye be fa so ntimi da say pay for that this brief conversation I have. Thank you so much. Director of Communications ma Jubilee House Jubilee House right Jubilee mafia man ko
me da se ko no ma ko anti ye pese prevent efia hodo infections ahodo efi ya mofra no so schools ahodo mu na ye betumi aye we na ye hia nsuo ne samna hand sanitizer enunti Smack Foundation Save Mother and Child Foundation ya ne say yakọ 20 schools mu e won cry ye mo edin no edru ho ma bebodi na ya bo awo mo with tanks it is say ya mete here make say wo hwe Facebook you are the flyer na to so ye hia water tanks ye hia Veronica bucket ye hia hand sanitizers ye hia washing machine na tissue so madaroma enyumeku akesi a mo sa Veronica bucket ibie ana wo tanks e de filling shoe ana wo liquid soaps any sanitizers ni tissues no madaroma we the madaroma mesre me hu se nsuo no to de na so form edene enti wo betumi aye audio ana betumi a WhatsApp yen wo number is so 0549 736613 0549 736613 yes remani demo kitwa bia nsa se soaps no dodo because 20 schools mu na yekọ enti ehia soaps no dodo because am cry omba be ko washroom akwa honya neat dada oba ya no odine se to aduane mu na ne snack no odidi emfuturo mu no odine se ekọ na no na sum ne hwini enti nche nkra no be fie bia infections mpacho ye pese ye prevent side we ade ehia ye nsuo ne samna ana se nsuo samna ni won ma hand sanitizer parents no ye free sabre ne for sanitizer and hyehyɛ nkra no bag mu nye nkyerɛ o mu de enti a wo mu hia hand sanitizer no ɛno nti na ye stress obeka ye ho Smack Foundation na yetumi akwa yes dwumadie we number no 0549 736613 0549 736613 na ya moani into fee and infections ahodo ase
yes that CP abnam sofa maybe dedication just not for you kwere me e bretia
aman ene me monitor na me sorry
enkomo on jude ko woni tew ne enko
asemo do me ade kwa famani so na opanyin Michael Kwakudua opanyin Michael Kwakudua e wonkoko na voter house obi a oni opanyin dua no otonton na de silvers enkranteni ade wo honom na woda 90 years plus opanyin Kwakudua nyame ehira wo yeso bade nkosoa no ma wapom de papa mayen nyi chene de wanya wo mani nyina beki wo yire and ma Teresa enne wo mani nyina onananom nyina e wish you happy birthday omo say yedie enkwatenten enne apom de papa de ma opanyin dua nyame nkoso anya okese ma wate no nsa wasefo nyina na enne ye posifo nyina yire Mama Love enne na woda ma Love nyame won sha ododo
Mama Love be odi eyechi na
PSA eyonko no ai je say oye nuampo
Niku posi na
niku ye police officer nti ne friend posifo nyina yire no
I see
sanso ye barrister niku no
okay
ai eti posifo nyina yire nyame nya wo kese dodo na omo wakoma so ade nyina mrem wate ade bia bo mpaye wonsa no adwuma nyina obo ade won hira so wodo nipa dodo uyi wo yam edo nipa ya doye mane bro so nyame opamade enso pa oye fashion designer my love ye nyina ye do pa just same TV so we dey fufuo party ti wo a fufuo party ti ate it's my love ye nyina ye do wayo wa myself for my hene do me we love you so much nyame ma nkwatenti ne pomode papa na ene dem nim celebration na be ye more wa hu ye ginam den ye beba abe support na bibia ayefe happy birthday to you aposifo nyina yere we too much wate nyame nya okese o man
minim se nyoma
me de wasi
echina ye bema ebenya kwanya disa
ebenya kwanya wa hu
enkoka mesi minim se nyoma o tifo nsi enti
but o man
mesi minim se nyoma o nubu no kwa ba enya bra
meti be bisa ko
ene de ha ho bra se o de hia mini
Oh, assemben kwani radio we susu. Mami customer yi, assemben. Show be a Adom FM so na me pesimiti you. Any sami bre. Oh, ensure chire. Emfa woni baby a wo Ghana memu ha. Connection ni de strong pa. Ubetimi eti Adom FM shows ni nyina ewo yen krabata ewo miamia. Oh, no krana no waka no. It sisi a me water chimani. Me de ti Adom FM. Baby a obeko bia Adom FM.
Franco TV, every 32, and it could see 85 inches. Franco, SSO, tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Franco, Kwabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wada braka, one Roxy Cinema, and the friend 0246 422 338 and a 055 5939 311. Franco, electrical appliances, papa, if he.
He's at your table, isn't he? Whispering that the bills will never end, that your marriage is over, and that your seat has been taken. But don't give up that territory. There's a Deborah still inside you. Join us for Hager's Cry 2026. Deborah, the fighter in me. 3 days of divine incubation, March 19 to 21st at Christ Life Family Chapel, Lashibi. Mornings at 8 a.m. Join Mrs. Sena Damete Yeboah and Mrs. Melissa Enin Anadbo as they share their scars and crowns. And in the evenings at 6 p.m., Prophetess Rosemary Owusu Entry leads the charge into the word. Don't miss out our special brunch and sofa sessions on Saturday. Your peace, your purpose, your home. It's all worth the fight. Accommodation is available. Call us now at 0244 368 726. Hager's Cry. The time is now.
To buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Allegris paint. No be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint with champion.
Mama nka bebe kaka fa makoma mu hene ho nkyerɛ wo. Ɔbɔ me ne mabusua ho ban.
Me dia no hwehwɛ mabusua. Fi awon to aso so awon to aso so.
Hwɛ, mama nka kyerɛ wo. Me dia mama sere daa ne daa.
Me dia no kyerɛ papa. De tiri kwa sabe bia ye obi wo ho.
Aba, emeya hyase bio. Intibu ranom na mokanfo mo saa no.
Oh, Debbie. Pepsodent 200 grams for no one sem na ye kan you. Eye kokoko.
Pepsodent kokoko promo no nie. Eye Pepsodent kɛseɛ dada no a. Na ye de 25 grams aka ho. Jiwo de na ba wo busua ho ban. Na hyɛ wo se wo de. FDA aji gradient crash way.
Hush, my little baby, don't you cry. If your tummy hurts and the pain won't die, Auntie Mary's baby'll make you smile. Just a few doses, you'll be alright.
Sabo frani efuyenea. Anna ekekano. Anna senensi efifino. Abata wawa bebia ma womba frano. Auntie Mary's baby gripe mixture. Edi Jumantem. Eyenam. Enche na bofrana shase sribio mretia webimu. Auntie Mary's baby gripe mixture. Free Ernest Chemist. Esanse. Obia hia odufreni.
Enkratwe FDA fuahwehwemu. No mo agiatum.
Yedia sedi.
Edia no modia sedi.
Yedia mo sedi achede.
Yay, eni jene sifi ha say.
Adia Sultana rice ayidie. Edisem hotamo. Sultana buy and win promo. Wonu obusua di Sultana rice. Enfie bebre. Magia tuma fan worker. Enti eneye de sore ya. Sultana say na nia so sa ayonkofa no pa. Etwo dia chede bafuru ahye emunu mu. Ebi ye sarukas, trucks, motorbikes, Sultana products ni ka epi.
Yedia mo kama say asanyaka. Sultana rice. Eni ati dene Sultana. Eni ati dene Sultana. Eni ati dene.
And one so about Sultana rice bag. Ubehu scratch card eshim. Scratch coupon no. Achedi e womu bia. Eya wo dia fa.
Sultana rice.
Enya brand keke. Esanso eye oyonko pa.
Sultana rice.
Ede esham etupa.
Sultana buy and win promo. NLA and HSA bibia pepepe. Our Caritas platform FDA agiatu.
Kanino na kwanya mefa so age sika frɛ amanone no eja me adwendwen pii na afei mpo menye me yonko bi nni biom sɛ ampa wa mane me sika
me nso me bisa me yonko bi na ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ na ne yere nso saa kosi sɛ ɔhyɛ ase age amanone sika fa CBG
oyiwa CBG na meje amanone sika o ɛyɛ simple menya ne ntem wonte o sika bia na bambɔ nso wɔ ho anokwa asetene mo ayɛ kama
and found the baby our dog for Wiasimu and Mamu Temu Wari. Consolidated Bank Ghana for money transfer services no. Ube to me Jessica every manone in Temso our how be animu. Say a MoneyGram, Western Union, Pay Angel, Transfast, Unity Link, RIA, Remit, Funes, Tap Send, Ana Therapy, Jiwamano Nisikano, Abrini Abribian Temso was CBG Kwabata Bia Benwo, Akwa Baba Hotumu. CBG, we stand with you.
Buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint mu champion.
1xBet, odds ni doso na wudi so a yetua sika no tentem. Ene de bia gudi ahodo pi. Ko 1xbet.com.gh website and our app so. Use promo code GHDRAM. Nefanya 300% welcome bonus. Ekopem 5,500 Ghana cedis. Gambling when you true inti twa no wahwe yemu. Enye ma wona wondi mfie du nwotwe. Gaming Commission agin krato yatum.
Kwawo. When I say AFSA, you say yes. AFSA Banking T, we go say yes. This 2026, till your jobs but drop it down. Yes, you listening to me right now. I know you get dreams. And work is here. And they work it well. Like me, I want to buy that Porsche car. I've been dreaming of. I move into my dream house. No landlord will send me a bill. Join the AFSA family and let's help you say yes to your dreams with tailored banking solutions from loans, mortgages, credit cards to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with AFSA. Your story matters.
Unia, se wa wusi road won na be bia da dia ayana feeling it say. Eni je nkwa sa pepepe na sempa super promo netie Imperial General Assurance ya da romanti. E free January boost me day di kan yekosi April boost me day chatwo. Se we insure wo car and we renew policy a wo sanya chede won waso amunumu ho a.
Me say achede ne de ya bonu bede ye ma free fuel ni EV charging coupons now dey try time. Ye de wo car be ko garage sa papa. Mo mo ahwe ne ha no a wontu ahwe. Ye sign ma 1 year life insurance cover up so. Na branded souvenirs ne de bebre umbrellas tissue boxes ni ne ekeka ho.
Entiema sabre we nsan ho. Wo de free 0577 667 436 kosi 8. Wo de broker ni nkomo. Ana akoye agent bia ho o man mu ba bia. Insure driving no winning when Imperial pay.
Wo de follow yen wo social media na hu no mu yi. Nhihye kakra wo ho.
Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them all. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, Mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Hey, everything has transformed. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some Milo at breakfast.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast. Now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This effort is FDA approved.
Adom FM.
Advert is FDA approved.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Allegris paint. No be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint mu champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Allegris paint. No be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint mu champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Allegris paint. No be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint mu champion.
Why stress when Jumia has convenience delivered? It's the Ghana Shopping Festival on Jumia, dropping unbeatable deals on everything you love. Who said Fugu? Fugu Day, plus plenty deals on fashion, electronics, beauty, phones, Charlie. Your wallet go thank you. Download the Jumia app and enjoy great deals from 2nd to the 15th of March. Sponsors, Icona, Samsung, Asano, and Hikers. Jumia. Freedom unlocked, convenience delivered.
Jim FM.
Well, we are back. Yera a year Nukbenuatinasi. Sansuna a year. Daniel Nico Titus Glover so atnasi my mom na akwaba and they were bapa because they make you comply just like that. It's so interesting.
So the international cafe auntie
bibi e boko
obo ade adum ehun na also
o kakaka muguso o party nim.
Oh yes, I'm adum ti
bibi abe fine
papa.
I am sure be any ho.
Oh, I am sure saying. I am sure the Jiri Onyami Mwa. Yamu show Bibia because Bibia Nyanwa Bium. Bibia going concern.
Bibia ni wa shed I am one be because Ojidi Yamimu. Of course. Yamamu ni be kokama.
Nyamia na beti me hye Bibia na odinyansa ahye ni pemuma etu anamo. Apart from that, we won din timi nyahwe.
Na mo board members yi pa kontu sa.
Ebi mu ndi ohuni. Because minji ndi se sana ye hunu even at the point ka omampenyi e ka say institutions some conference room class should be turned into their seminars and workshop instead of going to hotels and other these things. But at the point I'm tell hoteliers who any problem kakra because not almost all the be at least keep their facilities going. I get me. Until to the extent say traveling outside the country, spending days in luxurious environment to acquire which knowledge. I think it's a spite in the face of the Ghanaian worker, Ghanaian taxpayer. And President John Mahama will not sit aloof and look at such act going on. And I think the directive is timely, and everybody within the space should listen to that advice. Unless it's an exceptional way, demanded that the presidency will clear you. I don't think anybody should just wake up and say, "Oh, we're retreat and I say refresher course or amanoni." Those things are not necessary. Adom 106.3 no power there. Ebimu timi for say, Charlie, let's forget about what we said it on the fold. That is power.
Abawi to a few.
And
say my yen 20 crown under the near account. Yen
there is a monetary and evaluation system to make sure say, hey, this area, Omo
party no more to me, sir. A year.
Why not? No be any abemwa and your party no home soon or the
Obiko Abema no be bigger than the party.
What mean you're bigger than the party? Nobody in government will be bigger than the party.
Depending on our party, grammar directives are. But
there is a directive near man free headquarters. You the common man paying.
Non waka.
Say, we pay, I would it to hey. Nana Montoni ni Mbwa any party no. And the Shonka.
The party need to me Boaman paying my necessary.
Of course, party never Boaman paying. Party need to me issue directive because Ukahuna. Yes, she say winko. This only panel ye bibia. Party ni omampenyi menya sa sitena no. Actually say ni pay ana a cool week. Omuni ye yahwe emu say ne ekọ no enye ye maye. Enti from to omufu. So omuntia twa omu sign. I get me. So that is how the party guides the president and his team to be able to put the governance in check. Wow. I get me, yeah.
I see, but any cause for alarm to quite cause Iran, Israel, and the US.
The only cause for alarm is the lives that have been perished. That's the only cause for alarm for now.
Our challenge with us as a country.
It's a global war that is coming up, and no matter how it is, it will have effect on every developing nation. Since I say you are not an island on your own, I get me. Since there are investments that come from some of these countries that are being hit hard, when they go down more, whatever you get from there, you have that challenge as a country.
So
so it tells us from 2020, after this whole COVID and its encumbrances, I thought in the developing countries say it's time for us to build our buffers. Say never be war. you bet me Gina for at least 6-7 months. And so now, I say, Boafo be finfa. Now, I say, we are man out Gina.
What to form? Bibiano out of form.
Bibiano out of form. Then you think, any, once I quite a baby cramp, I bet you have it too. I get him. I believe so over the years, we are doing our best to make sure. This morning, I was listening to the OMCs and the BDCs, and I think they are speaking in good terms as to what they've done so far to keep us going for some number of months before we'll be depending on whatever inflows that will come. So we can run down our refineries and things when there's a global war and it's hitting oil nations, it will not affect us. We are producing crude. I think we need to keep our refineries running. Then our stocks, which is bulk oil storage, we need to beef it up so that at least never way back. You bet me a sustaining for a number of months.
Ni Kwate Titus Glover. A potential national organizer.
Sharp.
For the new patriotic party.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Come on.
Ujinem.
Me jinemu din. Na mimfa kunya wesuna. Me chia motifu nya. Nyina me share me. Sister back we study day. Only sister Penny. Auntie Beauty or something. Ewo program bi wo Tema Newtown. Ochiawo.
Me jineso.
Na omodo waso. Eti Adom FM papa.
Wow.
They are really enthused about. Stay they make us say you are so Adom FM. Also per me submission pa said ya. Many anu mendisi for da ya keka de kono. Nti I should keep the fire burning. Na for the sake of our country na dia komre na me chia nanado agora bibi obi a me chia no pa wate na me kunkun ama wate
nanado
any president ex-president nanado danko kufado
ade okumbia nyame kuma no
oh I said na make and I said Ghana for be say onye ni papa na vengeance is the wood of time kakanka nyame ni pipi me wudi akoso ebi na obi say me bata nupenu yebedu enti mechi Dr. Baumia so na me campaign teams na were across the regions any constituencies mechi amo enche be si form ya three after constituency elections na you dey see form komra enye hu kra so far we about 6-7 enye hu kra na wa wudi titus global kokon won say wudi peni be kumba wudi na ba ya ananya sa me who observation be on the 6th March. I'm said yeah, Tony Kanye no. Me penny submission say the party is holding government on check. Say bibi kosua omohwa be ha omo they can bring the attention of the executive to correct that. Tony, in Nanoko, sorry, me who be on the 6th March. We should draw short now. Baby omompeni Mahama free from 37 or T open car nechi on normally no on the ye omo free ye no Independence Square ye nifi castle na house na garden nyina because the whole place is a security zone na it na be show but the me who say Jubilee House stretching from Christ the King Junction no Eddie cut towards 37 then kola no lining up but normally oba the official car no or the back parade grounds no what does here and the bo national anthem na wa kotna friend saying car now ni IGP
the back rounds
no but where the otremu every abonti ho no I saw it a bit of security challenge. Tony, I see it a bit of security challenge because we are when it to be touch on the Jubilee House. At least for can mpo be see when transpo we see na ugina we no so na we but baby we free yi ni nipa boni ni enti Tony mi hu ade ne say monhwe wo yi because man yan na dwen say the oye no is normal for me my little security because I chair regional security council so I know what I'm talking about mesre no you should not repeat that so be no wa on fan the car no be see grounds wo
non fan go round because no sir, you don't even need that vehicle would be go rounds. We in a bigger independent square now, and I would be chinya their country. They are me who want and Yamide. Tony Ghana force me fan 2 money. 18 tons of gold near a ton, you know. So many debate near Kosono. Minority for raise issues. We want to know who bought those 18 tons of gold. We want to know it. Because Mumbai and man for good back on from Kwame Nkrumah Breso up to 2016 it was only 8 tons. Yen ye pay more gold for reserve na di buy ni nyina no e dey raise over 30.3 tons. 18 tons of free. We want to know. Na moto ade no at the brain na mo see economy na stabilize here. Ye jam reserves almost about $9 billion. Musimu di bia be ka ho. So why did you sell it? We want to know who bought those 18 tons of.
At what price?
We want to know. What was it? 3,000. What here Gideon Waku delivery no at the plane? Yes. We want on the 3,000 now. Our bank got top 5,000 or got top $5,000. You can see buy. We need to engage. The MBC say the economy said the economy. It also be so. Minim said Tony. Okano kraba. Kobra. Can any yogo mubu? Last me ban be catch it up and say industries will start crying because the costs of power now which and what power now which apart from domestic consumption for the cost industry will start crying and I'm not surprised said your cost and the economy a boom cobra and the air cano on tie nasontia you better the sokoko from we have to demonstrate for President Mama to listen. Mr. Wasi, I hope. Mama is a hope. I feel hope in your home. Bang to we
should demonstrate it.
Cobra, you hope no. We are not seeing that hope because you come up, go for a soon. That means you I am a Tony B. Mammy B. Or send you crew. Eda G. Because of scanner unity, the air cost one, yes, or see what releases Cassie and Fanto Coco Varo, almost sometimes can you. Tony, they've not received the money finally. Independence celebration. Mitty Felix also almost saying 1.5 million cities. Ah, now Jubilee has killed and I was 1.5 million. Jubilee has killed away and I was a bit cost. Felix, I disagree. On the contrary, I disagree with you. So who's spending a 1.5? And what the kid to a year canopies may say 6. Say 10 amudisi we and I'm say 1.5 million at the braca. At the braca. You see, President Nsem, we seem to know the value, the cost of everything, but not the value of everything. Me name say Tony Wamachi, Oko Primary School. Obra, me coach Saito, Chulaze Primary. Me machi from class 4, class 5, all the way to middle school. And then I secondary school. And for all these years, you're celebrating independence, everyone crying. And by the wisdom of Nanado, we need to move around the country for the people to have a feel of how the independence is celebrated. Yes, there'll be cost of it, but we share value and the promotion of the rich culture of the various regions in this country. It really open up the local economies of these regions. Any idea? I say, we are. I have a problem. Musimu ko pay $635 million. Edi ako cleaning in Sobrim. My job online 24th of February this year. Ome needed $35 million to clean the galamsey chemicals now. Sign as the idea goes. For every kilometer, you are spending $200,000. Hey, Nasana Ube say yeah. So what are you talking about? So for me, I have a huge problem. I disagree with the bank say or see your CV cost. One, cost now we say Jubilee has 1.5 now. Extra. I will say confirm because would be you near who you know. Would I say? And the moving around the country no and fast was so. Because you are promoting a rich culture of a Ghanaian heritage. And when I don't display, emphasis I could play a display na then we only see that in Accra. Ako Tamale, Akbakumase, Did he go to Cape Coast? Anko Cape Coast. By Kokumasi, Eko Tamale, a round. And the Enya, you don't say
it was in Cape Coast.
It was in Cape Coast, thank you. Cape Coast, Kumasi, Ho, Tamale, Uba ne do Takrade, ne do Savannah, Upper East, Upper West. Now Yenya Bibia won't cry. We've centralized everything in Accra. So you don't see independence, Papa. And to media, Mr. Roman mean for so cut the cost, but the cost 1.5 no, and wash it. Jubilee as simple. You have to impose 1.5. You know, you.
Well, a brass was here for the Ryan Comunuma and Casa.
Ubi Tony, we see Akuna.
Yeah.
Come on. Meaning for some reason, last week, some give you a video BPA. Only my brother, Miracles, Abuaji.
It didn't come on
about
Russia
Ukraine war. And I like Sammy's posture. I mean, the way it was so forceful to argue, say, and to go a cost war, Russia and Ukraine. Bomb back over been to her. Over the weekend, me who President Mama dear so, and now our campaign platform. Now say, hey, I said, Benny Yakin. Now say, Russia and Ukraine for Kumu Toka. Now, young Ghana for the found by a whole candidate who has been the president before at the time. Oh, Kase. Now Russia need to go for a kuntokwa. Na yanga for idea ganyo bi miti ya bidi dokuni dokuni china mdi e fa ho bai. Onza ko abeto. Obrei. Onza ko abeto. Se no o set agenda. No nka se. Ntokwa da koso no. Crude prices of price of crude be kosoro. And the kosoro e be kan obia including Ghana. Yen fa ni nyadwin. But
that's the reality.
Go, hold on.
That is the reality.
Cool down. Nachi.
What was the cause in building a country? In building a country.
The difference is that I was here 2 years was here church in Yamamuze, and Nama and this for Nam so many to a trocam. The deceits and the scam at which they propagated themselves to power, we need to expose them. Because so to point no call Harvard, your money platform or can't cover that some. Or Befia, no your politics. And then when him say Russia Ukraine having infrastructure. Said the Ekan Susan Ebiwa. Having a war say in Tokwada Sea war, Israel, na American against Iran, Ebin Kayen. Come on, Ebin Kayen. And you Tony Kabibi or see build your buffers and the build your buffer. I'm a Niama ABC will be able to cushion it. Other than Gokufado. COVID. Look at what happened. The daily updates. A teacher for a friend is saying, Eddie got a for 80 ye tia wonka. Those on the front line, ye mao incentives. Buses before taxi ye free pay sooner the adena. We give all this to them. That is the mark of a leader. So we're able to do this at the time of Adom Gakufado, and he talked about me. A brand year, but there was a month to was a minion. The Ecosono, a Kanye, when you see the bidder. Tony de Mentis or Kabi or Kabi, and on the Midi Flip. But Samidian Fio, or Gujata Blackout, Aruna Drisio, a 240, everybody, including the president. I can say in Tokarindia, a being Kayen, and the president can ye see yasu, yempesi a betis asabano. Because ye the Jawa, ye yola de, ye the Jawa, near the Aswa. And the Sakasano, and yet Mon Casano. You shouldn't mention it.
But this is Mampenya or draw attention.
Cobra.
Likelihood says I didn't question Cobra. Why don't you want to open a fresh page?
Cobra.
Why don't you want to do that?
Me say
that continuously every
it is good to open a fresh page. I believe in that. But and someone no make can you be to me no. E wo see ma Ghana for tia say ye nia no mu da ho. Ye say ye can say bomb de bi beto. But the ye chairman say yes na da Roma. Said your can say tokwa no e bi nkan no. Obi na kodi tokwa na America de roy nkan no. E say nkan ye wa. Na price no good crude price no come for more na yet so ha oh mama is the hope according to and a world market price say dear enye sanity Anti Mr. Oman Bening, Wadaroma, Minuka say, Mabutu mu paucho, Menkasa Kasan. Don't say it again. Because the bomb no yet to duha, like you said. So we need to explain to the people of this country that in politics, in governance, truth is so critical. So when you are in opposition and we're telling you that, look, these are the realities in life, therefore let's see how best we can come together, you said no. Now you say what? So we want to play by the same coin, but let Ghanaians know that you use deceit and scam to come to power. Now you are being faced with a reality.
But in the case of the NDC government, wana buano, wana dika ehunse adi we betimi asi. And what they intend to do, nanda na meti era MP penmu, se wono ACC wono boabo umsi. Tise koba kwase se SMPJ mu bi ba empanyemu a ebeye measured and reasonable, having the Ghanaian in mind, saying as city. Clearly, there's a big difference between Momonshi Shayene, everything was Russia, Ukraine, and their case, Sentokane Triako Enima, America, Iran, Israel, and Tokane. So that's the difference. They are buffers. Are more creative just to ensure these challenges enko hate got hard. They admit that yes, probability no, but probability does not stop them from reasoning and being creative on this matter. What's your challenge with that?
Governor, on the 19th of January 2022, 1 liter of diesel yet on 6 cities 85 pesos. Yaton petrol super 6 cities 85 pesos in 2022. Things was really going on well. And at the time now, in Tokane Pejeni a trigger the crude oil price at the world market. And my price is high. Sabren and here Buddha near church is somewhere. It is not making. This is a present Mama say, and you know. But the reality, there's the genius factors in the war has caused these prices to shoot up. Once an idea or two nibas chichimu. Sabra no sani in yakano. No see Debbie and yano crack. Mismanagement, we are not doing well. And then you are hit on the face with the reality. Nature say, you determine show someone, no crack, and win ya papa. Uncle Canessa, Uncle Seseno, Mebuano, Mecabiamano. But that son say, Sebi Nadaruma. Ye can't win tea. Or see, you need a any year. Meanwhile, we are not the reason for the increase of the crude at the world market price because of the war. Because Russia wouldn't produce oil or supply gas to Europe. And when a factor in the prices. And now I told Naso. I've been a work at say, dear Nidian. Edwigi, the okay, dear, meaning yarding. They are building buffers. Or see, about 5 weeks of supply. A bit my last day. I'm from Tobinkan. They should buy more and store because we don't know how long war will last. A year and 10 will be buying. What I say? Intermediate.
I see. Yeah.
The first thing I'm as a leader of a nation is to call on Omwa Omudiamu who share the war Muse Niamuyi Edinson Sobeba the world. So Omanpenyi was not talking as if say war has a direct influence or implications on Ghana, but indirectly it will affect us. And then peacekeepers or more Lebanon, Southern Lebanon, then at home. Is that not an implication impact on us? Say Yoti Omeimwa, Yedishan mu air corps peacekeeping under UN. Na Niame AC Ebipra
affect your mind.
That family today in Ghana, is that not a direct impact? So as a leader of a nation, why won't you call on the US president and the Israeli president and say, look, Nyamuye at your harbor brain, anti Ajubrel. That's a mark of a good leader. He has not made a one-year statement in terms of economic implications. Are you getting me? Secondly, at the time Russia Ukraine by I'm okay about implication on economic buffers, How were you keeping the CD and the dollar? So import of crude and refined oil, no, is our forest. Are you getting me? Even today, if as we heard this morning, it's about $107 per barrel at the world market, but we have a reduction in our forests, so we can mitigate factors. Secondly, your regime 8 years, you never refined one crude in this country. Not refining oil. All you were doing was to get refined oil into the market, and that was the problem. Today, our toy is back, so we can have some respite because the crude will be refined and we'll have all products from inside instead of going for refined oil. The prices no a problem. We are not running from the fact say near ecosun sebenya impact on us. As a man as a jina brand. Honorable Titus, the president knows what is good for the people of this country. He knows how to hold his team. Say, look, they say they're okay. Yes, yes, and he say a responsibility. We move to make sure say we don't take Ghanaians into the abyss like your president and his team did. So me, I won't go on that tandem of COVID by a year. We send them money in a muye, but Ghana for whom mubobre, and nobody mu besi on. Tiye ba, we are not complaining, we are not lamenting, we are focused on making sure say the very things that Ghana for enya humiji omudi to abatia MPP no into sana mono. Until we will be now ye ya poly to me be a mouse tina ha ne fanyansa to nyansa ho ne ye ne ebe boaga na for na se wo be hwe han ya ye no ntwe. Yes, for some days now Ghanaians have complained about power instability and power cost. Yes, minister no aba out ama ya reshim niama atochima amoye. We are just looking for timelines from Mamano. We want to meet those timelines and be able to take Ghanaians out of that situation. I think it's a growing concern, and some are mere politics, but some are very genuine coincidence or genuine situations. Power losses are causing those things because some of these areas where transformer that can take about 5,000 people today is more than 7,000 to 8,000 consumers on those transformers. You need to beef it up, and these things are ECG work. But you see, over the years, Shrehain, Amanyama we are course. And for me, I think we are really on course. Human errors will come in, other mechanical errors will come in when it comes to power generation, power distribution, and transmission. But I believe, the team under the leadership of John Abujinapo will really look at the various steps and get us out of this.
Okay, so Nukpenu, once you talk about what do you have to say on this matter of a year Closac for one strike? And we know relevance of Closac at this point.
Another challenge they're meeting, these are inherited baggages of workers' remunerations and workers'
conditions
of service. And most of these things, having been negotiated and agreed on by the previous administration, they left it without implementation. So, all that when you say you left us 9 billion cedis.
I said dollars.
$9 billion. More Sasika Namontimi and meet all these obligations from the working force. Are you getting me? If you really have this thing sitting, or whether it was only written in the book, say this, but when it goes to the votes, it was not there. Inti omanpenyi by omatenasi no more share omadin commercial look. Yes, you say in the books, no, these agreements have been reached. But by if we say we are going to commit to this agreement at this time, omano ebebutu enti muma ebre na nyina ye ntina se ne hwemu yie biom na hwe se nia omaka no yebetimi aya na ye ntimi nye. These are the discussions that have gone on and is still going on. Then workers as we are, for us most of the time we are never satisfied.
But disruptive too, very disruptive. Very
disruptive because that's the biggest working force. Civil and local government service, one of the is the biggest. Are you getting me? So when they decide, at least your productivity becomes a challenge.
But it's worrying when the Labour Commission instructs them to suspend it, and still they defy that.
Because you see, people who defy you when your words are not meeting their demands. Are you getting me? Labour Commission, you just don't issue instructions. Over these years, how at the table, what were the commitment and the trust in the discussions? Because anything happen as Labour Commission, any fair wages. Say money ejumafo dani dadie mudi ni sametina punu aye discussions atintim nyama mu ema mudi akofa e de akotu minister no so ema de akọ cabinet. Enti at what point did the discussion truncated? Asana mistrust abadi no mu a ese ejumafo no epejo mu say yemba table ni biom bet ye tweet etia yes sir etia.
That's correct.
Are you getting me? What happened at the table? Because your power Labour Commission CEO and chief executive any fair wages are who the only said that only ejumafo no discussions. So when that mistrust come and these things go to this level of strike, it becomes a problem to the president. But I believe say sad announcement. The president has also not sat down to just say I'm not going to listen to them. He has put in measures to make sure say we engage them more and let them know the timelines to which these obligations will be committed to. And for me, yes, cause was wrong. Say for paper in your mind, whether you are working and depending on salary of Ghana, it is about your own deductions of taxes that is being used to pay you. Are you getting me? When you are demanding certain things that will crash the economy or crash the country, then what are you working for? Let's be committed to the table and make sure we are all understanding what we are demanding and what we are doing. And I believe we can move the nation
forward. Our Labour Minister, why?
Rashid Purple.
Okay, Rashid Purple. Wow.
Come on. My brother Kasano was saying my penny ceremony was centered on Suja Fona ya Prawom.
Inclusive. You be affected inclusive. That no money.
Let me flow. Now he was not dwelling too much on the cost part ebano. Minini ya adwin say yenu na asrafo na mu haka no. Mfa me ba na metie news ba kun say ba kwakọ intensive care surgery ba operation he's been stabilized abie koso ye be sere say because em no mo ko patan tokwa o mo kan tokwa na e ka wono and then dem ebusanfo no ye ne omo ye momu na bona ko twie shedding na wo ban ne page 3 of the Chronicle Omampeni ko Tanzania and on any colleague president no Ekatan. This is what he said, and I quote: however, in what many describes as a dramatic shift in the tone of President Mahama recently warned that rising geopolitical tensions in the Middle East could severely affect African economies. According to the report of Graphic Online, the president made the remarks on March 2nd, 2026, during a meeting with the Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan in the city of Arusha. During the meeting, President Mahama cautioned the escalating military confrontations involving Iran, Israel, and the United States could destabilize global energy markets and create economic shocks across African continent. We are watching the geopolitical events with alarm. A few days ago, we witnessed attack on Iran by the US and Israel. Blah, 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 blah. We know these shocks will come. But when they come, we must prepare ourselves to make sure our people are protected because that region is the epicenter of global oil supplies, quote and unquote. Now, uka weya, once I say nanura dani. I say in the recent past, and I is hit with the reality.
But he has explained that reality.
You can't me ba. Who friends you be changing them, and we in charge team you distort my thoughts. We are doing discourse analysis and to Wazi, na mean changing them. A momo mutie no uneti or two and a monse ye hunchi gaya. Fantastic. In the yarding. Uncle Sonyanisa. But maybe a tremono and yes, Anna Wakasa. Sabra and another don't question in Baumiano to two and a monasa. But you couldn't believe them. And then it's hit you on your face. And then no one no Casanasa. We take a Macasanasa. And who say a gun of 1 into us here, name for uncle.
And Julian,
Julian too. Son of Peso Catcherian. What does here? And the Sabrina, I bring the sea, send our crown. Okay, so then, and one other now, sends your best about war.
The difficulty is that all position, no one is different.
Such as here,
about power, one not way different.
No crano, a baco. A trona would be G2 I was here, my team for nothing. Now that you are hit on the you want us to support you. You better support you. But a trona will try. I was here. I'm a trade unionist. In fact, my political life started from industrial and commercial workers union. I see. Once a unionist, always a unionist. Me in Kase me support to say yenye choboy. Na ansana union ibe call demonstration now we call striker. Na ejuri. Na just negotiations na koswa kasa na koswa engosiaga. Kasa na koswa engosishi. Tony say I didn't think I didn't tell one cancer. We never knew we were going to lose the election. But we know we've done process in place. Now we are buying here. You are bequeathed with assets and liabilities. Nema papa na woman they open.
Now we
solve the problem. And the besre strike the nyadi papa. I will engage.
Cross strike there is total breakdown of government machinery.
I know it's difficult because civil servant pay and then electricity cost 28%. How much is civil servant pay? No papa no. So what I say? Oh, to school fees. Ni ba university, ni wa primary school. When you factor all these things, na di dia kakra oduma no, umfa mano. Ebe ha no. Independence because the Lugan was a 1.5 million Ghana cedis. Independence Kitua way ever Julia.
The Kati side.
But Kati was spending 1.5 million Ghana cedis.
That's not any problem.
You are simplified. It is not the 6 months. It's not a 6 month deal alone. That be
correction reduce cost. What's it with the cost? And yes, ask it to away.
And yes, 6 months in 1
kilometer. Baby, I was and 1.5. Now, someone is a need man for Papa. Let's revenue bumpo.
There's a lot of activity that marks 69
strike it here, Cobra and Yadi Papa.
Yep.
I've let strike before in my active time in the unions. By the end of the day, we engage dialogue. And the best they should engage dialogue with government. To make sure say you be any no mission so want to me fully cry at least halfway cry no then you give them a timetable come out just here then you be able to reach there but cry say you don't want to engage na mo yet treaty munti obia any size subano emboa mo
Telecel cash semen has no risk, no worries, no long stories, just that peace of mind. Until you dial *110# and that's what download the Telecel Play app. No? Very safe, secure transactions. Because so Telecel cash, the safer choice. Almost what they send the keke. CBG phone say needs or main car say adeba ko hiane bambo papa partitu ewo ho share huntiene CBG motor insurance. So you are driving with confidence. Up to the 31st of March 2026, you sign up and ask a free one for enquiries on 0302 216 030 216000 no timini won edin kita Imperial General Assurance so kai ade ba kom se ade ba ko hia pa ne se oni party wa obebo ochidom na empofiri mu bibi kosia ankoya de bebiri won so free January 1st ekopem April 30th no so insure and also renew your motor policy na so protect one kasa and no shay then which is you stand a chance of winning instant rewards. I know so bit me ama when you na you feel like a celebrant. Did you train when you free fuel and EV charging coupons to keep you moving? Free vehicle diagnosis at accredited garages, a 1-year life insurance cover for extra protection. We na Imperial General Assurance for the say. From one was 0577667436 up to 8 nafi only broker nakasa. Now obviously any of our agents nationwide. EcoBank nso achia mo eka mo say Bribia da ene international EcoBank mobile app no aboa mo etimi command usika no across the 33 African countries baby say electricity, say water, say school fees, say payments bia wo mobile money transfers bia wo bia no you sit in your comfort because EcoBank mobile money EcoBank mobile app no na wetim de dijuma sonko kra wona ka se bia person tia say ya fresa numbers we EcoBank call center 0800 0032225 EcoBank the Pan-African Bank. People remember that say quickly
2 minutes be about board Tony KBB, which I'm so enthused about it. Also, party no say BB coaching because the party is the vehicle that brought the government in power. Now say BB Kochua quickly to draw that.
That's a powerful statement,
and I really love that because we are buying now. There's a disintegration between Wu and the party no and I like the position said they are okano no. Ebe wutu kwa bao. Me beze me budi.
Abroso.
Me kauna.
Abroso.
I swear.
Many fellas kasa and me catch say there's an abuse. So yeah.
What does it? And what kind sorry now? I say if you want to justify the trouble, I've been near transit. So
I think on that government should really
I'm really
very serious about that.
I'm really in support of this.
And I love the approach of the party executives there.
They are very forthright.
Yeah. I see.
1.5 million Ghana.
Oh,
69th birthday celebration. And not only on the 6th match, there were a lot of activities that happened. The budget 1.5 million is not for the match part at the Jubilee House.